This is DSNTV, showcasing the ability in disability, proudly brought to you by the PA people.
And good afternoon everybody, or good morning I should say, and welcome to the AGCs. I do apologise for not being able to get on for the first game, but unfortunately there's not a lot that we could do about that. It's,
technical issues for us.
Yeah, very big technical issues. But
we're here on the card table.
We are on the card
court side.
Yeah, look, it's interesting spot too, isn't it? 9-3,
especially the way we set up.
Yeah, I'm going to leave with Rob for a few minutes, as I've got to go and sort out with my turn because juniors are next up. Rob.
So as Buddha runs away, we're at half-time on the first game of the youth competition between West Australia and Queensland. Queensland currently trailing West Australia 9-3. 9-3, so maybe this could be a short half. Who knows? We're not quite sure. Looking at the lineups, we've got Stefan Nero in the middle. We've got Mitchell Smith, and I'm still trying to work out who the third person is. Looks like Darren Coyle, but there may be a substitution at half-time for West Australia. For Queensland, we've got Brendan Young, Joe Hogg, and I think it's Kenrick on the right wing. Wasn't able to get team lineups, so we're doing our best here. Unfortunately, I may not say people by their name. We'll see how we go. The clock, I was going to say the clock isn't running down, but we've told now 90 seconds until the start of the second half. Again, West Australia up 9-3, and they will have the first throw in the second half. Beautiful day here in Ipswich. Probably sitting around about 21 degrees right now. We got told it's in the top 7 intelligent cities in the world, Ipswich. I think that might have been a bit of an exaggeration. 21 degrees in Toowoomba, who I'm told is a little closer to Brisbane, but I think Ipswich right in the middle of Toowoomba and Brisbane. So if anyone gets a fair idea, we've gone west, and we've probably gone west about 45 minutes. So roughly about, probably about 60 kilometres west of the actual CBD of Brisbane. Australian Goalball Championships, let me see, since 1981. So this would now make it the 36th Australian Goalball Championships. 36th or 35th? 35th. 35th? 35th Australian Goalball Championships, Buddha? I think it's more than that, isn't it?
What's that broadcast-wise?
No, broadcast-wise, we're running about 3.
Oh, no, we're further than that. What was it? Sorry, I missed the...
Is it the 35th Australian Goalball Championship?
35th, yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
God, we've been going a long time. Boy, are we tired.
Yeah, that's it. Now, mate, I've just had a fantastic start to my coaching career.
Have you? Won the toss.
Well, Victoria
lost the toss.
Didn't send a representative. Delay of game penalty.
Delay of game. Good
Delay
start.
Delay of game.
Good work.
We're receiving at the broadcast end.
That's it.
So
kicking with the wind.
A wonderful start. Now, I'll just show you, Rob,
yep.
on here.
Okay, you're going to tell me how to drive.
No, if you want to hear music at any time, just scroll through and just click on it, and then that'll come up and just click on it for play.
Oh, whatever you did, yeah.
And then just stop it up there. Or just press play up there.
Well, where's up there? Mate, I'm
top,
vision impaired.
Top left-hand corner.
Okay.
Just click on
I
play.
can see the mouse. Yeah, yep. Now I talk about.
Just click on there.
So just up there.
Yep, and then just stop it. Just put it on there too. Because
I'm glad to see that you guys are listening to this. This is
well, as we
we're into the second half.
Yeah.
Hopefully,
right.
12 minutes of goalball to go.
Yep.
Although with the score at 9-3, West Australia.
Yeah, it may struggle.
Now,
did you give our sponsors a plug?
So 4 out. 4 out, I think, is Darren, and I think Murren would be on then, if that's
okay,
the case.
There you go. So
I'm not sure, though.
So the score is
3-9.
3-9.
With the ball. Stefan Nero was going to go the quick return, but he didn't time it right.
And
I was going to say save then by Brendan in front.
Played over the
10-3 to
top.
West Australia.
And bounced over the top of the left winger down there, number 3.
Now we can't see the players at the other end, and by the way, on DSNTV,
Yes, yeah.
Pitches are coming through beautifully there.
Yep, so.
Hopefully no one's complaining about our commentary.
No, well, this is it. We're used to that
Coming
anyway.
up, Queensland throwing it. Looks like from the centre. It's gone straight back to the centre. Taken by Stefan Nero, who then returns it into the AB side of things, and that's going to be a goal as well.
Yep, so scores now 11-3.
If you thought Stefan was going to play the 12 minutes,
yeah, he's got other ideas.
You were wrong.
Certainly does.
Coming here again from the centre for Brendan. No, throws it down the line. Sorry about that. Taken there by Mitchell Smith. Mitchell now throwing it from the A, or about 1 or 2, and he's also gone straight down the line back to the 1.
Yeah,
this looks like Joe Hogg.
Yeah.
Joe returns it from 1 into 7. Stopped by Mitchell, but it's gone forward. Stefan cleans it up. He decides to go the bouncer from the middle, and that's a long ball.
It's a nice venue, this hall, Rob.
Sorry?
It's a nice venue, isn't it?
I like it.
Yes.
Not
Nice
enough. I don't like it enough to play on it.
No, me neither.
But certainly watching goalball.
Yeah,
I
certainly.
think I could do it all day.
Yep.
Which I will.
That's it, mate.
Just for you viewers.
Well,
Penalty by
off the hands into the net.
Somebody's got it into the net. Well done by Brendan then. He threw it from the middle, slightly into that probably 3-2 gap.
Yep.
A hand on it and a timeout. So we can talk a little bit better.
We can, yeah.
That's good. I was talking to the listeners. It's about 21 degrees here in the 7th most intelligent city in the world.
Yeah, that's right. Well, that's interesting.
What a load of crap that was.
Yeah. Doesn't say much about the rest of it, does it?
You're trying to tell me that Sydney and Melbourne are slightly less intelligent than Ipswich. I'm not quite sure about that.
No, apparently. Mind you,
Adelaide, I can believe that Adelaide is less intelligent.
But there might have only been 7 people in the survey.
Possibly.
7 cities in the survey.
That's the world, too, by the way. Not Australia, the world.
The world, yeah.
The world. Yeah, I'm sure Cape Canaveral might.
Yeah, that's it. I'm sure they will.
Is Cape Canaveral a city?
By the way,
yes.
Patches did make an appearance. I did see Patches.
Patches is here.
Patches is here.
Is he here or is he? No, because he is playing in the youth, isn't he?
Yes, he is here.
Patches has turned up, okay.
Yeah.
Let's get back to the goal ball. It's gone back from 7 and straight into that one corner. Taken near by Joe again. Or is that Kenrick on the other side?
That's Kenrick on
He's
the other
thrown
side.
it into about 4 and picked up by Stefan Nero, who passes it out to Mitchell Smith, sorry. And Mitchell tries to go down the line but throws it straight out at about the halfway line.
So
I think this is Joe on this side.
Yep. Joe
Hogg.
Throwing
it from about 1. He's gone into that 7 gap, taken by Mitchell. Mitchell's decided to throw this from about 2. And he's gone back down the line again, taken by Joe on the chest. Too many people in the way. Those coaches are in the way. What's going on?
Well, you can actually move out that way more if you want to.
Well, we could tell the coaches to move.
Well, we could.
That could be a goal.
But I can assure you, if I'd be when I'll be coaching, you won't want to tell me to move, or else I'll have a few choice words.
5-11 the score now for Queensland. Queensland making a game of it.
Yeah.
That's a goal.
What a fantastic ball by Stefan.
Yeah, and
in the middle.
Nice little skip bounce.
Yeah.
I think it was really just the pace that got it. I wouldn't say it's a great throw. Should have been cleaned up. It went in towards the middle.
Yeah, but it went to the A side of the middle or to the.
Okay, Joe Hogg throws it, gets it into about 3, picked up by Stefan, passes it out to Mitchell Smith. Mitchell about to go down the line again. Straight to Joe. Joe cleaning up at about the 2. He's going to throw from about 7 straight into that 7 hole, right on the post actually. So he's got a good throw, Joe. Mitchell again going down the line. This time it's out.
And every time Mitchell throws it, he's hooking his right arm across his body, and it's all tending to always drag to his left.
Joe again going right down the line, but Mitchell's got that covered. Yeah,
I haven't seen that good a line ball since I played.
Oh, turn it up, Buddha. Mitchell going down the line again. These two boys are playing amongst themselves right now.
Yeah.
Joe's decided to go down the line, but this time he's gone in slightly. Mitchell moves inside, decides to pass off. No, he's going to take it himself. Again, he rolls it up the line. Joe to take that out, but that's out this time. Passed him towards the centre. Brendan now taking it. He goes out to the other side. Throws it out at about the front of the court. This is taken by Darren, I believe. Darren decides to go in towards the centre a bit, throws it at about 4, taken up by Brendan. Brendan takes it clean and gets it back out to the wing again, but misses. Probably at about the front of the court there. Again, Darren throwing it from about 7, Darren Coyle. He's decided to hook it in again. This is right at 4, taken by Brendan on the chest, cleans it up, puts it out to Joe here, who's going to throw it from about 2 or from about 6 and throws it straight out of court. Tried to move away a little bit further, Buddha, but the headphones are bringing me back in.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't bring an extender. But you can move around in front here. Mitchell Smith throwing it. He's decided to go cross court this time. It's a good throw. He threw it from 1, got it to about 6. Cleaned up by Brendan Young, who then throws it back out again on the 7 side of things. He's got the right idea, Brendan, when he does it, but he's just pushing it just a touch wide, trying to take Stefanero out of the game.
Okay, Darren this time trying to go down the line himself, but throws it out at about the halfway line. Picked up here by Kendrick, I think. Sorry, people, if I'm getting everyone wrong. Kendrick's decided to go across court himself, but he throws it into about 3, picked up by Stefanero. He's not going to pass it. He's not going to allow people. Throws a bounce ball into the middle. Well cleaned up there by Brendan Young. It's going to be blocked out. Again, Kendrick throwing it from about 7. Or from 1. Throws it down to... he throws it from 7 down to 1. Another line ball there from Darren. This time cleaned up by Kendrick, although deflected out to Brendan. Brendan decides to throw it from the wing and then throws it straight down the line. Gets cleaned up by Darren Coyle. Darren's decided to give that off to Stefan, who goes into that gap in the BC area. So about number 4. Cleaned up both by Kendrick and by Brendan Young, who throws it again down the line and cleaned up by Darren. Deflects forward and taken by Stefan. Stefan's decided to go right into that hole.
The gap between...
into that 4, but
yeah,
because he threw it from the post, he had the angle.
It just came in, so... What have we got now?
12-5.
12-5? 13-5 it says up there.
No, you could be right. I was gonna do some commentating. I thought Buddha was going to take over, but he's left me to it.
No, sorry, mate.
Joe Hogg now with the ball.
I'll take over now. Hogg with the ball now. Goes down the line, just drifting into a little bit. Stefan's feet to come out and picks it up. Lays the ball off to Mitchell Smith. Mitchell comes in now, right aim to throw. Goes down the line, aiming for the 1 post, but Hogg picks it up. Joe Hogg with the ball. Coming in now. Again going down that line, but just coming in slightly. Beats the feet of Nero, but picked up by... Mitchell Smith. Mitchell now goes again down the line, but this time he hooks it out and it goes out just over the halfway line. So the scoreboard says...
These 2 boys like throwing those balls down the line, don't they?
Excuse me. Yeah, they do. And the other ball's just thrown straight out.
It's called the mute button, Buddha. That's what you're supposed to use.
Yeah, I know. I keep on forgetting.
Mitchell Smith again. The ball's been dropped in and it's gone forward. That's a pretty poor drop by the goal judge there. Anyway, Mitchell goes across court. He's going to not quite get it out. It's right on the post. Cleaned up there by Kendrick. Kendrick has the ball in the A and goes in towards that 3 gap taken by Nero, who I reckon threw a high ball, but not according to the referee. Cleaned up by Brendan Young, who then throws back out to the post. Just cleaned up by Murrell, who blocks it out.
Only just pushed out there.
Yeah, that's a pretty good throw by Brendan Young.
Yeah. Cross-court ball from the wing. And the ball's scrambled, just pushed wide on the 7 side. So...
Kendrick in a 3, straight through.
Oh, what a great ball by.
Cleaned up by...
It's a quick return. That's
cleaned
what
up
it was.
by Nero, and he's just gone straight out to the other side.
So the score is now 14-5 with around about 5 minutes. So 3 out.
5:19.
3 out, 5 in, I think was the call.
And one day someone's going to give us a team sheet so we know who 3 and 5 is.
Yes, well, this is right. So we do apologise for all of our listeners and viewers that we can't
We're doing our best.
But we certainly are. And we'll just have whilst we've got a quick break, we'll just have a look and see if we've actually got anybody listening. We do, according to my scale here, but that's not necessarily accurate.
It's nice to know that someone's listening.
But we do have it there. Yeah, well, I'm sure the
problem that we have is everyone who's normally listening is here.
Is here playing. That's it. Yeah, we haven't got Sally listening today.
No. Sally's limbering and stretching up for his big game.
That's it, yeah. So here we go. The score is 5-14 in favour of
Coming
Western
out.
Australia.
That's a good throw. That wasn't Joe, that's a different player.
Yeah, I think it was a substitution. I'm not sure who it was, but
I think it might be Sean. Anyway, Tim goes down the line.
Yeah, so we will endeavour to get team lists.
Again, thrown from A. He's gone this time towards B and cleaned up by Stefan Nero, who's decided to go back to the goals this time. He's going to go the big bouncer, and that's a goal. Oh, no, it's not.
Yes, it is. And that will be game.
That will be game.
At 15-5. Game. So
with
there
4:49 to go.
4:49 to go. So, yeah, an interesting start. Now, what I'm going to do is I'll leave you with Rob, because I'm going to go and see my team. But
hopefully I've got it right. I'm not quite sure how to get my volume. I can hear myself through the microphone, so I might just leave it as it is. Buddha wants a bottle of water. Get it yourself, Buddha. In off the interchange bench, I've got Sean Fitzpatrick helping me here.
Hello, everybody.
He's joined the card table.
Yep. I don't play for another 3 or 4 hours.
Don't you?
No.
How did you work that one, Softy?
I think I'm after lunch.
I'm looking at the fixture here. Yeah, you're not on until 1:30, mate.
Lovely.
That's bad
Against
luck.
good old Queensland too.
We get a bit of a break after this game, if we're running on time. Mind you, that the what do you call it? It's not a forfeiture. What do you call it? The mercy.
Yeah, mercy. Yes.
The mercy rules put us back.
Yeah.
Back on track.
We were delayed a bit before that.
We were. We should have started this game at 10:40, but not at the moment. So this second game, this is the first game in the juniors competition between Buddha's fearsome New South Wales team and the team from Victoria.
Daniel Pritchard's juniors.
That's it. Now, I'll just kind of quickly look. And it'd help if I put the monocular on the right way.
Yeah, so they're not further away.
That's it. So, it's looking like we've got Caleb on, and it looks like he's gone Tan and Tien. Well, that's going to make it really easy for us.
Does Victoria have a substitute in the juniors?
We do. We've got Big Caleb.
Okay.
Big Callum. But he's decided not to put Callum on. Callum's the cannonball.
The cannonball.
That's right. So maybe what Pritchard's thinking here is, I'm just going to hold them out.
Yeah.
With the smallest possible team that I can put on court. Tan, I got a text from Emily White, who's a visiting teacher here.
Yes.
And in Victoria, not here. But she was telling me that this is the first time Tan has ever gone out of the state. And we're talking about some kids who are pretty underprivileged here. So just the change in their life because of goalball is fantastic. But this is a story we hear all the time, isn't it, Fitzy?
It is, yes.
Pretty common story.
All over Australia now that I've started goalball.
That's it. Now we've got, if I can see the Victorian side, we've got Caleb starting here on the left. So he's going to be in A as we look at it, or number 1. Looks like we've got Tien in the middle because number 5 is standing up. So Tien is in the middle, and then we've got Tan going over on the right-hand side.
Tien's the smallest in the team, isn't he?
No, Tan is easily smaller.
Oh, really?
Tien's actually grown up since we saw him in Adelaide.
Oh.
When I say grown up, he still doesn't hit my shoulders. So, but he hasn't lost his enthusiasm, or his arrogance is not quite the right word, but confidence. Now, can you tell us a little bit about the New South Wales team that's on court?
We have Alice. They're all standing in the centre, so I'm not sure what position they're playing in. Alice, Rosanna, and Michaela.
Okay. So that is a running clock in the juniors, a running clock, so no stopping of the clock except for the last minute.
That is a good. Is that a new rule?
They've decided to bring it in for this competition, so yeah, new.
That's good. We'll see how it works out.
Yeah, I think it's a good little innovation.
Yeah, keep it fast paced.
We're starting with a team penalty because Victoria didn't turn up to the toss.
Oh.
Buddha reckons he started his coaching campaign on fire. Decline the penalty, Buddha. No, he's decided not to decline the penalty.
Decide to take it.
Ah.
And it looks like the centre will be the one defending. No? Looks like all of the Victorians have went off court here.
I was going to say,
There isn't a Victorian on
there
court.
isn't anyone defending. We're going to count on the ball actually going wide.
Can you actually pick the substitute to take the penalty, to defend the penalty?
Yeah, that's what they've actually done. He's picked number 3, so he's picked Callum Saunders to come on and take the penalty. That's why everyone walked off.
Yeah.
I didn't realise by the number. Sorry about that.
I wasn't sure that you could pick the bench.
You can. Yep, you certainly can. Anyone. For a penalty at the start of the game, yes, you can.
Okay. Alice picks up the ball in centre. Looks like she's going to take it from her right wing.
And go straight in the middle. And Callum
blocked out.
has blocked it out. Good work.
Good start to the game.
Okay. So we're still at 0-0 and the clock hasn't run down. Oh, actually, it is running down.
Looks like Alice on the left wing in C.
They actually started the clock, even though they probably shouldn't have started the clock.
Because it was before the game.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's okay. 30. And I think they've just realised the mistake that they've made.
Rosanna is in the centre, Alice is on the left wing, and Michaela is on the right wing for New South Wales.
Good work. And it has turned out with Callum on A, we've got Tien in the middle and Tan in B. Oh, okay.
Oh. So we're starting the clock with 9 minutes and 20 seconds.
In 9 minutes 29, according to me. So we've lost 31 seconds of the game. And they're resetting the clock now.
Yep.
14. Oh. Is that 10, is it?
Yes, that is 10.
Oh, okay. So we're not going to 12. Okay, thrown there by 10, and he's gone straight out. At about the front of the court here. Taken here by Alice, I think.
Alice with a brand new blue hair.
He's gone
straight
into
down
that
the line.
gap, picked up by Caleb. That was probably around about that 2-3 mark. Caleb goes across the court, throws it out about
Blocked out by Rosanna. Michaela throws cross court and blocked out by the right winger of Victoria.
Okay, taken here by Caleb. Caleb goes down the line. This time it's going to be taken by Alice at about her feet as she throws with her feet to the outside. She's coming in from about the A or the 1 and goes into about that 2-3 gap. There's a bit of a loose and it's in the goal. So it came off the chest.
Blocked up and over.
Yeah, it was a pretty poor defence there by Caleb, sorry. Caleb Nunhaus, I'm told.
Nunhaus?
Yeah, okay. 9 minutes and 6 seconds to go. 1-0 to New South Wales. Caleb again with the ball. He's gone across court, but so far across court, I reckon it went out at about the high ball line.
Yeah.
Okay, coming out to Rosanna here, I believe. Sorry, Rosanna's in the middle. So who's on the other side?
Michaela.
That's Michaela. Michaela now, she's decided to go down the line as well, into about that 5-6 gap. Picked up there by Tan. Tan goes across court. Across here towards Alice, cleaned up by Rosanna, who cuts across. Passes it out. No, she's taken it herself. Straight down the middle. And Tan again over the top of the legs.
The centre there has pretty wide legs, and it's
just over the top of the one leg.
Yeah.
Yep.
Popped up over the bottom one.
2-0 to New South Wales at this stage. 8:21 to go. Caleb again. Throwing it from that.
Well, he's out again, way out again.
He needs to get his directional compass going, doesn't
he? Any further to the left, he'll be hitting his own centre. Michaela from the right wing goes cross court to AB. That is Caleb, is it?
Yeah, that's Caleb.
Caleb straight
goes
down
the line into that sort of 4 hole, cleaned up by Alice and Rosanna.
Alice straight down. It's fractured off and blocked out.
Cleaned up here by Caleb. Caleb now again deciding to go cross court, but he's got the directional right. Cleaned up by Michaela.
Tony's calling for a timeout.
Timeout by Buddha already. What's going on?
Wow.
The Buddha wants to be in the game. He wants to call his name. We've got 7-0. This is interesting. No, they do stop the clock for the timeouts.
Okay.
That's a fair call too.
Rosanna is one of the smallest people on this court, but she covers some of the most ground.
You're looking at the people at the other end, mate. I think Tan might have her.
Tan?
Yeah, Tan might have.
Right.
Tan might be the smallest person on the court.
We'll have to get them together once.
I did. My fondest memory of Rosanna was at AIC's in Sydney a couple of years ago, and she had to wear one of those shirts that actually went down past her knees.
Looked like a dress, didn't it? Wow.
Short sleeves went down to her wrist. Anyway, this is taken by Rosanna. She's gone straight down the centre, cleaned up by Tien. Tien decides to return the favour. It's over the top of Rosanna, but cleaned up by Alice.
Alice has it.
Alice now taking it from that A side, or about number 2. She decides to go on the narrow diagonal across to the 5. Cleaned up by 10. Passes off to his sister Tan. Tan now taking it from the 1-2 goal. She's decided to go back towards that narrow cross court again. Fractured by Rosanna, but she's going to clean up.
Oh,
Decides to pass it back. No,
yep.
Thought she was going to throw it, but I think she changed her mind.
Yeah.
Alice again going cross court, but probably misdirected a little bit, getting in towards the centre and hitting it at about 4. Tien's tried to go the bouncer. Ooh. Didn't quite work for him though.
Rosanna, good trap in the legs there. Ooh.
Yeah,
almost an own goal.
Dangerous pass.
Michaela throws it straight to B with Tien. Tien throws, tries to go down to the right wing, but it's out about the defensive line. Now Alice with the ball. Alice goes cross court, just out about the wing line. Now Tan, I believe it is.
It's Tan over there.
Down the line. Oh, the centre and the winger almost swapping spots there with that dive.
Had it about that 3, cleaned up by Michaela, but it went across court and cleaned up by Alice. Here goes Tien now. Tien deciding to go out towards the wing.
And
it's fractured by Michaela and into the goal.
I think that was
Vicks.
I think that was Callum or Caleb.
Was it? You could be right. Okay, cleaned up by Michaela now.
Michaela with the return.
Going down the line towards Tan in that hole. There's a bit of a loose call there, but Tien's got it now. He decides to palm it off to Caleb, who's sitting at around about the middle, so he's throwing it from about 4, but goes straight out at about the front of the court, I'd suggest. Between the front of the court and the high ball line. Michaela again. From the post, decides to throw it back in towards the middle. Just across the centre and cleaned up by Caleb. Caleb just this time goes down the line, but into that hole at about 1-2. And that's cleaned up, about 6-7, and cleaned up by Alice. Alice now. She's
goes
going across court towards
Tan.
Tan.
Blocked out.
Tan blocks it out. Tan's going to take this one. She's going to take it from about number 2, so just inside.
Straight up the line.
She has gone into that hole at about 2-3.
Rosanna has it.
Cleaned up by Rosanna. She threw it from a long way forward there. Obviously not a high ball there. Substitution. So that's Tan out, and that's Callum in. So Tan or Tran out, Callum Saunders in. Now Callum's got a nice bit of a cannon type throw on him. So but he's a very interesting defender. That's probably the way I'm going to put it.
Interesting
defender. His method of defence is not quite what you've seen before.
He goes across to the left wing.
He would go straight across there. And that's probably, to be fair, that's probably not a bad move by the Vicks there, because I think Michaela is probably the weak link in that hole there. Now, if Callum can get that right, then there's a chance here. 1-2. New South Wales in front with 4 minutes and 11 on the clock. If we thought this one was going to be a mercy, it's not looking that way right now.
I don't think anyone would have been on a mercy with this one. It's probably 2 of the better teams in juniors, in my opinion.
You think so?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we're not sure. What have we got? 4 teams in juniors? Or yeah, we do. We have 4 teams.
4 teams. Yeah.
Let's see how we go. Callum now with the ball. There it is, straight down the line. He's done well, and he gets a decent result over Rosanna.
Rosanna
that extra pace from Saunders, and actually it wasn't a bad throw, was it? Right in that sort of that hole at about 3. So right on the hands and feet of the centre player.
Rosanna popped it up over her hands, over a winger, into the net. Now Michaela.
She's decided to return the favour. Gets it in there, cleaned up by Tien in the middle. What's he going to do? He's going to take it himself.
Straight back to Michaela.
Place, and Michaela takes it on the chest. Passes it across to Rosanna. Rosanna taking it from the front, so forward. Goes out towards that 7 side, but it's out. Callum looks like he's actually may have cleaned himself up a little. He's all over the place. Let's see how he goes. He's got the ball now.
Can he go 2 from 2?
Come on, Callum. Throw the ball. Here it comes. He's decided to go back towards the middle. Cleaned up by Rosanna. It's going to be cleaned up and out. This will come out to Alice. Alice throwing it from A effectively, or C really, from the court. And she's decided to go back towards the middle, straight in the chest of Tien.
Very
Tien,
strong
again passing
defense.
it out to Callum, so he's actually listening to the instructions now. Callum's going
Cross
cross-court
court back
here.
to Alice.
Oh, and cleaned up by...
What a
Did you
save
see the way
by
I got that?
Crestani.
Put the foot out. Teamwork. Lovely work.
Bounced into Alice.
She's gone down the line now to Caleb. Caleb now taking the ball. Yeah, it looked like a deflection, but put her in the way.
It flicked up off Caleb's legs and he caught it in his hands.
Oh, good work. Okay. Caleb goes across court, throws it out again, now picked up by Michaela. Michaela's gone straight down the line. This is cleaned up by Callum Saunders. Saunders now with the ball. What's he going to do? Go down the line or go cross court? This one's further down the line, back into that hole that he had before, but cleaned up by Liang. And Liang's going to take it from the middle again.
Alice is now in centre and
say,
Rosanna is on left.
Okay. Callum again. He's taking it from that A side. He's gone across court.
Here we go, straight
way out. That's yours to clean up, Softy. What's going on? The headphones won't allow you to go far.
Yeah.
Okay. Liang now, throwing it straight down the line, but just out. Missing by about a metre or so. Caleb Nienhouse, or Ninehouse, as they like to say. He's gone cross-court again towards Michaela. Michaela taking that.
Tony.
Substitution. Tony's made his first substitution, wants to get himself in the game.
And it is Rosanna out.
Now, they have stopped it for the substitutions. I thought it was running, but they have stopped it at 1:26.
I believe that's Tyson coming in, the only New South Wales boy junior.
What number was it? Number 1 coming in? 1 is Tyson.
He's the only one with short hair. So.
Is he?
Yes.
Well, given the Buddha just called him Tyson, I think we can safely assume. Who came off?
Rosanna came off. So Tyson is now on left. Some words of wisdom by Tony.
1:35 to go on the clock. Okay, Michaela's come in.
She goes across court.
Cleaned up by Ninehouse, who decides to go back across court but out. That's his staple diet.
Well, yes. At least he's consistent.
Putting it into the middle. So Kingston or
Alice with the ball.
She's decided to go way out. That's thrown out at about the high ball line.
Kicked back into the goal by the referee.
Yeah. Okay, Saunders throwing it from about C.
Right on the C post he is.
He's decided to go in the narrow
cross
diagonal.
the B.
Beaten Kingston, but cleaned up by O'Neill. O'Neill now throwing it from the post here at number 1. He's decided to go back across to number 7.
And it's over the wing.
It's over the wing and cleaned up by Saunders.
Yes. It's a goal.
So that's a leg spinner.
It is.
3-2.
Very strong hands by Tyson to back up Alice. He's
41 seconds gone. 41.9 to go.
Callum has the ball. C post. Out about halfway.
O'Neill again with the ball. Gets a goal in his first throw. He must think this is easy.
He's a professional. Straight up the line.
This was a chance, by the way. Oh, no.
Right on the hands.
Nienhouse getting that on the hands. He's decided to go across court again and out.
Yeah.
Oh, wouldn't want to see the percentages on him.
Not at all.
No, okay, Michaela now. She's gone into that gap at around the BC mark, but cleaned up by Tien.
Passed off to Callum.
Passed off to Callum Saunders. Saunders now throwing it from about AB and going in towards the centre. Over the top. No, just cleaned
Alice
up.
has it. And
Half-time.
that's half-time.
Alice cleaned that up. And at half-time, we've got a 3-2 scoreline. Buddha under pressure in his first coaching assignment.
Great defensive game. It is.
It hasn't been too bad. Like normally you sort of look at these junior games and you're thinking it's going to be like 25-23.
Yeah.
It's probably not going to get to that stage.
No. Is this the first time they're using this kind of ball?
This is the first time, which I think probably makes it a lot easier to defend. And I think, and you know, for all the, there wasn't a lot of consternation, but there was some consternation around, you know, whether we should be using this ball. I think this ball makes it closer to a true goalball game.
Yeah, yeah.
As opposed to the other bouncy
the rubber
softball.
ball. Yeah,
correct.
And once they eventually do get older and they move up, it's almost the same ball, just a little bit heavier.
Yeah, it's just bigger and heavier.
Yeah.
Yeah. And faster. This, I think this is going to this is good for the development of the sport.
Yeah, definitely.
I like the running clock.
Good additions.
Good additions. 10-minute halves. So we should be back on track after this, and we'll take a bit of a break. But it's 3-2 at half time at the moment. New South Wales in front from that leg spinner from Tyson.
Yes, his first throw of the game.
He threw the doozera.
That's his first throw at Nationals, actually.
It is. Like I said, he must be thinking it's easy. Oh.
He almost got Caleb on that wing.
Yeah.
Caleb with some strong hands. Pritchard giving some advice to his team.
So he should be.
Maybe a bit of throw coaching.
We'll see how he goes. Any substitutions to be made at half-time? It's going to be interesting. We've got the team list here, so we're a bit more organised than what we were before. That first game, we had no idea what we were doing, Fitzy. But you'd be aware of that. You listen to our program every now and again.
I do.
We certainly have no idea what we're doing then. You're listening to Disability Sports Network's coverage of the Australian Goalball Championships with Hairy. Buddha's gone for a rest.
He's gone for a rest.
He's gone for a rest.
He hasn't sat down on the bench at all.
Coaching. No, he's
been standing up the whole time.
He's been getting in our way as well. big unit putter.
I hope there's no trouble with that right now. He's up the other end.
No, we've got Pritchard in our way this time.
Pritchard likes to wave his hands around.
And joining me is Softy, or Fitzy. What do you prefer, Fitzy? I'm going to call you what you want today. Happy birthday, by the way.
Thank you.
For whenever that is.
About 2 months ago. I'm a people person. Whatever you want to call me, I'm cool with it.
It's good work. So we'll go the Fitzy. I'll be polite to you.
All right. Thank you.
Okay. Queensland not playing. New South Wales up the other end.
Yep. New South Wales versus Victoria.
Victoria down this end. First game of the juniors. At the moment, New South Wales with the edge, 3-2. And we've probably got about 30 seconds to the end of half-time. I'm just trying to see who's sitting down. It looks like maybe Tien could be sitting down. So I'm just trying to see if there's a sub.
I think that's Callum or Caleb.
I think Callum's still on. I can hear him. Unfortunately, you might be able to tell us what's the go up the other end with your monocular there. There's no way I'm going to be able to see these numbers, even with your monocular.
Oh, it's no changes for New South Wales?
No changes. Buddha's just playing all his cards, putting all his cards out on the table.
And Michaela is standing in centre, so she may be playing in centre.
Either that or she's taking the first row. Don't forget the New South Wales starting with the ball.
Oh, yep.
The big weapon, Michaela. On this side, it appears we've still got Tien in the middle. I would suggest Callum looks like he's here.
Number 5 on the left wing.
For Victoria?
Yep.
So it's Tan who's been moved on. Okay,
they haven't announced any substitutions.
Calling out the substitutions, so it's interesting. Anyway, we'll play it as it is.
Michaela throws from centre.
That is Tien in the middle. Looks like Tan is on the other side, I think, as you said.
First throw for Victoria going out.
I'm just going to have a quick...
Bounced into Tyson. Tyson goes straight up the line. Just out. It's bounced back into Callum or Caleb, Rob?
I'm trying to see. That is Caleb on the other side. That's definitely Caleb on the other side, but it's Tien in the middle. So there has been no substitutions for Victoria. They're still the same. We've got Tan sitting on the bench. So we've got Tyson still over here on the other side. He's decided to come across court here towards Callum.
Oh, through the arms of Callum.
The arms. And they've deflected it back in.
They push it in. It looked
That's
like
4-2 to New South Wales now. And again, the leg spinner getting...
It is, yes. Tyson. He's thinking it's easy.
Okay, here it is. Tien throwing that from the centre out towards the A side, or number 1.
Bounce to Michaela.
Past Michaela. Michaela comes down the line here. That's out again. Now this is Tan over here, so no, they have not called the sub. So Callum is on the bench. So Tan has come on court.
Throws it to the centre, who is Alice. Alice goes back to her post right in the middle to throw.
That makes no sense at all. Goes straight back to the middle, cleaned up by Tien. Tien stands up, gives it over to Caleb. No, that is Callum. So Caleb is one off. Caleb, it is Callum. It's Callum on the other side now. So he went across court, missed the post. This is going to go straight through.
Through BC.
Yep.
Straight through the BC gap.
Yep. You could see that Tian was sitting here on the post, so there was going to be a hole unless Tien got over there, and being the two smallest people on the court, that's a reasonably big hole.
There's going to be troubles.
5-2. Correct rate.
That's a timeout called.
We have.
It is number 3. Is that Callum or Caleb? Who is on the field right now?
No, Caleb is sitting on the bench. I can see here now. That looks like Caleb on the bench.
Okay.
So 3, Callum has gone out to the other side and Tan has come over here. So I think we had it right at about, I don't know, what are we now? 7 minutes into the half? I reckon we had it about right now.
Okay. So there were substitutes or there were no substitutes?
There was a substitute.
There was a substitute.
Yeah, it hasn't been called. I'm pretty sure Caleb was on at the end of that half, and he's not there now.
Bit of confusion in the Victorian side.
Looks like we've moved Callum over to this side now. We've moved Tan over to the other side.
Tany's on right.
So Tana's gone to the other side. She's thrown it back. Oh, towards the centre.
Good backup by Michaela. She kicks it into Alice.
Missed by Alice, who goes back out to that side. But stopped by Tien, who takes it
that was an overarm throw there.
Yeah, he does a little bit. Again, cleaned up by Alice now. She took that from about number 4. She goes straight in towards B and cleaned up by Tien, who gives it over to Callum. Callum coming here. He's coming towards the post.
Right on his post.
And he's decided to go across court, which is a good throw out towards Tyson, who looks like he's deflected it. But
they've got it. Alice has it.
This is the 3rd throw in a row for Alice.
Yeah.
She again throws from the middle, straight towards about number 3, cleaned up by Tien. Tien decides to take it himself. Goes straight in the middle.
Michaela coming very far across.
Just as well that Michaela came across.
It's rolling
that
out.
Was in. Again, Alice probably showing that she's not as good a centre as we thought. Michaela throwing from the post, going across court slightly. Tan gets
almost
a block on that.
kicked in.
Puts it out towards the line. So Tan throwing it from 7 or from 1, and she goes towards number 7 or 6. Cleaned up by Alice this time. Ahead of Tyson. Alice goes back to take the throw. Probably from about number 3. Again back towards the centre, and Tien cleans that up. Passes it off to Callum, sorry. Callum has thrown that out. He's went across court again.
If that was a bit close to the post, Tyson had dived a bit early there, so...
Tyson again. From the post, goes down the line, but out.
It's nice that we have these volunteers here on the goal judges.
With the beautiful green shirts.
Yeah, you won't miss.
Decided to throw that ball from the post and rose it in towards the centre at about number 4, cleaned up by Alice, who's going to take the ball herself. Throws it from the centre and comes out this side a little, cleaned up by Caleb.
Bit of pace on that one.
There was a bit of pace. Callum taking the ball.
Callum
Getting low
Tyson
and
blocks that one.
Across the court to Tyson. I reckon he's a chance to get Michaela here. He should mix it up a little.
Tyson has the ball.
Tyson with the leg spinner. He's gone
towards,
I was going to say, it looks like Tiana's got that one covered. Time out to Victoria.
Time out, yes.
With about 5:04 on the clock. The score is 5-2, so 2 goals to New South Wales in the second half.
Very, very close game.
Well, a lot closer than what we thought.
Yeah.
Probably going to script, though. What do you think?
Yes.
Yep. I think we all thought that New South Wales was going to be the team to beat in the juniors. And this one's probably going to plan. Not quite sure if Victoria are going to be that second best team that you're thinking that they're going to be, but we'll see how we go.
Yeah.
Queensland are that unknown commodity now because no one knows who they are.
No. South Australia won it last year, but they won't be back this year, unfortunately.
Yeah. A couple of their players moving up.
Yep. Joining with
the
WA.
youth. Okay. Callum has this ball, it looks like.
He'll go
where he's
between.
walking. He's going out to the other side. This is going to be 10
He'll
seconds.
go right across the court.
Hurry it up. He's gone down the
Straight
line. Straight up. That's a great throw again. Great throw. That was well done.
Took his time and he scored with it.
Yeah, probably right on that 10 seconds. Okay, so that's 5-3 now.
Tyson.
3-5. Tyson's going into that. That's a deflection, but cleaned up by Callum and Tarn together.
Tarn has the ball.
Tarn now is going out to that post as well. She's decided to throw it down the line, but misses her spot. Goes towards the middle and cleaned up by Alice. Alice now
Catches it in her hands.
She's going to come out this way, I can see. And straight out to Callum. Callum taking that ball at about 7. Being counted out. Oh, bad luck. That was a nice, solid throw.
It was. Singing a little song to himself as he threw it there.
Yeah, counting the seconds down. Michaela now going in towards the centre, cleaned up by Tien. He's doing a pretty good job in the centre, Tien.
He is.
Little guy.
I didn't expect him to be a centre, but he's proven me wrong.
And he's a good communicator. Like he does control the game a little better. Throws out to Michaela, who deflects it out towards Alice. Alice goes from the middle and straight back to the middle again.
Tien
taking it, giving it back to Callum. Let's see if Callum can put this one on court. He can. But in towards the middle.
Straight back to Alice.
Thought she was going to deflect that, but not quite.
She jumps right on top of it.
Yep. Again, taking it from the middle. She's decided to come out towards the post here. Off Callum's feet and into the goal.
Callum's legs are in. Yes.
6-3 to New South Wales. We're at 3:40, I think. 3:39. It's because it keeps going down. I was right at the 3:40.
Yep.
Obviously, the clock's not moving.
Callum has the ball.
Decides to go across court this time, but misses that by a fair distance. Probably at about the high ball line.
Bounced into Tyson.
Tyson now with the leg spinner. Here he comes. He's gone down the line towards Tarn. Tarn puts a block on that.
Tests her on a post, but she's up to the challenge.
Yep.
She'll throw it right back at him.
And he blocks it.
A little bit of back and forth.
Bit of communication there from Alice about a good job. Tyson again goes down the line. This is just in. Tarn is there again. Taking it on the chest. Having the control. Goes back to her post. Where's she going to put this? She's going to go in towards the centre a little bit. Alice comes across and takes it. Probably picked up at about 5. Substitution for New South Wales. Okay, so Michaela.
6 and 1 off, 4 and 7 on.
So that's Michaela and Tyson off. And we've got Molly and Emily on.
All right.
So Molly, obviously an experienced player.
She'll have both her older brother and sister in the use later today.
And Emily on. Emily from, is she a New Zealander or is she a New South Walesman coming from New Zealand?
New South Wales.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I thought I saw her at, okay, so Callum off here in Victoria. Is that right?
Yeah.
3 off and 1 on.
Callum off, Caleb on.
Caleb on.
Alice and Tien have been the two.
Saunders for Nainhouse.
They've been the two main standing people in this game.
Yep. Tien not getting a break at this stage. Give you the tip, you wouldn't be able to pull him off with a crowbar if you tried.
He'll dig his hands into the court.
That's it. Okay, we are at 2:48 on the clock. The score is 6-3 to New South Wales. Multiple substitutions at this point. Fitzy's getting his monocular on to try to tell me where everyone's gone to.
I believe Molly on the right wing, Emily on the left wing, and Alice still in centre.
Okay, so when you say Emily on the left wing on the other side.
Yes.
Okay.
In C.
As we look at it.
Yes, as we
look. Looks like Alice has the ball from the middle.
Yep.
She's decided to go out towards that right wing, but cleaned up by Tarn.
Caleb is still on the Victorian left wing.
Yeah, it's a straight swap. Tarn into Tien straight out. Ball's dropped in at Emily.
Tony calls a timeout.
Oh, come on, Buddha. Trying to make this game longer than what it really is. Okay. We were at a clock run, but it hasn't been running anymore. It looks like it's 2:31 at the moment. Still 6-3. Yep. Strategic timeout called by Buddha. At least he thinks it's strategic.
He'd have about 1 remaining, wouldn't he?
No, I think he's got plenty because he had 1 in the first half. I think this is only his first time out of the second half.
Feels like there's been a lot more.
It certainly looks like the clock's been running down. I like the fact that the clock's running down. This game has gone
keeps going.
Quickly.
It's good.
Yeah.
Pritchard, bit of inspirational talk to his juniors.
Ball City with New South Wales at the moment.
Let's
Not quite sure where the ball is. Looks like it's in C. Emily's still got it.
Yep, Emily still has it on her post.
In A. Throwing it from 1. She's decided to go, from 7, straight down to 1.
It looks like Caleb and Tan have swapped.
Tan have come out to this side, so Caleb now down the line. Let's see how he goes. Sometime today would be good, Caleb.
It would.
He does throw it in towards that hole in that BC.
Alice has it.
Hole at about 5. Alice taking the ball. She's going to throw it from about 5. Throws it straight at B. Picked up by Tien.
Ooh.
Take that all day. He throws it straight back at Alice.
I think it might have been a hint of a high ball.
Hint of a high ball? He throws it from a long way back.
He does. That's Molly.
Molly now throwing it in. Again, Tien coming across. Gives
Oh,
it
it's
his
an
sister.
own goal. A little bit more communication, perhaps.
Probably a crap pass too, by the way. I'm going to say that on behalf of the wingers. Typical
Between
centres.
Brother and sister.
7-3 to New South Wales. New South Wales don't need that much help, do they?
They do not know.
Okay. Tan decides to throw that. She's got that into that hole at about AB.
Alice with
by,
it now.
Alice, and she's decided to take this on herself. Throws it in towards BC, cleaned up by Caleb. He comes in across to help Tian out.
Do a bit of a quick return. He'll go across court.
He has gone across court. Goes past Molly at the post, around about the front of the court.
Bounced into Molly.
Molly taking this from 7. She decided to go at 1. Well, it's actually, she's taken it from 1 and going in at 7.
Tan with the ball.
Straight down the line. This could be a goal.
Right back to Molly.
It is a goal.
Molly pushes it in.
Yep. I don't know if she got a hand of that. I think it came in off the post. So really good throw by Tan. 4-7 to Victoria at the moment. 40-odd seconds to go. Another timeout called by Buddha.
That's still plenty of time.
Plenty of time. Still anybody's going. With 43.9 seconds to go, I think it is. It might be a 42. 4-7 or 7-4 at this stage in favour of the enemy.
43.9 seconds to go. The score is 7-4.
Good work. Fitzy helping me out. Fitzy helping Hairy while Buddha decides to, do other stuff.
Have a rest.
Yeah. Making himself useful by calling timeouts whenever he feels like it.
His daily exercise.
Keeping himself in the game.
Everyone for New South Wales stays in the same position, as does Victoria. Alice has the ball in centre.
Here we go. Alice now throwing it from 4. And probably gets it into that 3 hole. Taken by Tien, who returns it back towards the 4. Cleaned up by Alice. Gets it right in the chest or the lower part of the abdomen.
Pass off to Molly by Alice.
Molly throwing this from about number 6. And goes straight down the line, but out quite early. Tan, let's see if she can get the leg spinner going down the line again. They always throw it about 7. Okay, she's decided to throw across court, but misses and gets it into the centre. Cleaned up by Alice.
We're down to our last 7 seconds.
Will it make it to the other end of the court? Alice decides to throw it right in that hole and stop by Tan, and that's going to be the game.
That is it.
7-4.
To New South Wales.
7-4. So that's going to make it a little bit interesting. That's probably, I think that running clock is now going to stop these mercies happening as well.
Definitely.
So I think that's going to be a good thing. But I'm going to go out on a limb here, and this is going to sound like I'm very unpatriotic towards Victoria. That's not a bad result for them.
It is good. Yeah, they've definitely, like last year, I'm not sure if they won a game, but that's an impressive game by Victoria.
Yeah, it's a pretty good start. All right, 7-4. Let's go back to the music. It's Harry back with you on Disability Sports Network. So the next game's at 12:20. At this stage, just looking for results from the Court A. The 2 games being played there, who should have nearly just completed, just a women's game at WA and New South Wales. I'll try to get the results from that one. And Queensland men versus New South Wales men. So that'll be interesting to see how those games went. As I said, the next game here at 12:20, the time currently 11:23. I'll be back with you intermittently as I try to get some scores and some results. Don't really necessarily want to be talking and yabbing for an hour or so, and I'm not quite sure what else I can sort of tell you from this point. So from Rob and at Disability Sports Network, we'll definitely be back at 12:15 for the next game in the juniors competition here, Queensland versus West Australia. Okay, back at 12:15. Okay, now that I've sent everyone away, apparently we've got the New South Wales juniors team. Juniors team, some of them, those that wanted to speak to me, because not many people want to speak to me. So who have we got? We got
Alice, Michaela, and Molly.
Molly. Oh, good girls. How was that game for you guys?
Good, really good.
And why was that good?
Because we won.
Was it as big a result as you expected?
I don't know. They've gotten better since last year. Yeah.
Certainly, we were sort of talking about that during that game as well. And you know, I'm trying not to be parochial about Victoria, but I actually thought it was going to be a mercy rule, and it wasn't. Okay, so it wasn't. What about you, Molly? You got a little bit towards the end.
Yeah, it was fun.
It was fun. You let a goal in, I saw.
Yeah.
Did you get it back?
Yeah. I got it back, and no, I got a goal. Then they got a goal.
Right. So you actually you're even on the count. Is that how it is? What about you, Michaela? How did you perform during the game, you felt?
I think I went pretty good. My defense was on point, and my throwing was okay.
Right. And what about Tyson? He comes on and throws a leg spinner with his first throw and gets a goal straight away. So he's probably thinking that he's pretty good at nationals right now, Alice.
Yeah, definitely. That was really good. It was really good because he let a goal in, and then straight away he got the goal back. So.
Okay. You guys were all walking away from me, and my headset doesn't go that far, okay? So we've got to sort of come in and huddle around. Buddha's sort of walking around. Oh, we got more people coming. I've got heaps of people on the interview here. What's going on? We've got Caroline bringing more people along. Oh, no, we've got someone running away. No, she doesn't want to do it. She just wants to listen in. Okay. Michaela, what about what's the expectations here from your team this year?
Well, just have fun and do our best, I think, and yeah, just have fun.
So is there a goal here at the end of it?
To win. To win.
Right, so gold medal.
Yeah.
So is Murray going to let you guys back into the state if you guys lose, or?
I don't think so. Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe.
Who knows?
Who knows? Right, so this is all like King Murray now. It's what King Murray wants, King Murray gets. Is that right?
I guess so. You can make it through sprint drills.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, that is the bad thing.
So Murray making other people do sprint drills.
Yes.
Really? Does Murray get into the sprint drill himself?
Nope. Nope. Never.
Never has.
No. Never has.
Never has. And what about how many nationals have you guys been to now?
This is my second.
So this is second for Alice. And what about you?
Second.
Second for you, Molly.
Second.
So all of you have been to 2 nationals.
Yeah.
Well, I should call them Australian Goalball Championships, shouldn't I? I should. Right. Well, this is you're here now, so this is part of the second one. This is a part of the second one. You can say you've been to 2 now. It started, okay, and that's good. And what's the best part of coming here every year?
Getting to see.
Buddha was actually going to stay out of this interview, but obviously not. Right. And so, what's the best part, Alice?
Getting to see everyone from other states, and because you don't see them all the time, so yeah, and getting to play different people.
It's better coming and meeting them instead of getting on Facebook all the time, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you, Michaela?
Yeah, I'd say the social part of it, because it's like, well, you talk to them on Facebook and stuff, but you never really talk to them in real life, only at like tournaments and stuff.
Yep. What about you, Molly?
Yeah, I reckon it's really fun and that, and you get to like be more social.
Molly keeps walking away from me, and I'm stretching and I'm stretching and I'm stretching, and I can't get there. No, so it's just the meeting people, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Emily's come in. Oh, we got heaps of people here. So Emily, how many? Oh, Tyson's coming. No, hang on, Tyson. Now, sorry, Emily, I'm not going to brush you off. But Tyson, you must be thinking that the Australian Goalball Championships is pretty easy, given that your very first throw you threw the leg spinner and it went through. Is that right? Is it bragging time for you now?
Not really.
Not really. What, they put you down to earth straight away?
Yeah.
Yeah. So are you going to be living off those 2 goals now for the rest of the championships? Is you going to rest on that, or are you going to keep scoring?
Keep scoring.
Keep scoring. Well, the team want you to keep scoring, don't they? And this is your first Australian Goalball Championships, isn't it?
Yep.
And, you know, what's it like, and this is an interesting question because I want everyone to answer this, what's it like being coached by Buddha?
It's actually pretty good.
That's really non-committal. What about you, Emily? What's it been like coached by Buddha?
It's good.
It's good? Yeah. Do you guys actually know what Buddha's done in the game, or?
No.
So is Buddha-tastic, is he? Do you realise Buddha was actually playing when I was playing a long time ago? So he and I played together a long time ago, back in the 80s. We actually won our first national championship together as well. Before you guys were even born. What are some of the things that Buddha makes you do at training? Emily? Someone help Emily out. It's top secret, is it? Yeah. What about you, Tyson? What are some of the things he does at training?
If we ever play a game and he's in the game, he'll run up. Once we throw the ball, he'll quickly grab it and throw it back at us to make our reflexes a lot more supreme.
All right, I heard about that. I heard you guys weren't too impressed. Rosanna, it's nice to actually meet you wearing a shirt that actually fits you for once. How are you going?
Good.
You need to come a little closer for me.
Thank
you. How was that game for you in the middle? You started in the middle, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. And what was it like controlling the game?
I was nervous at first, but then I just...
And when you say I was nervous at first, what was that about?
Because there were new people I was playing against.
Yeah. And how was it like after a while?
Fun.
Fun. And what's the best part of coming to Australian Goalball Championships for you?
Playing goalball.
So not meeting all the new people, you just want to play goalball?
I like meeting new people, but I'm not really a social person. So.
I'm getting that from this interview right now. You give me very short answers. You're giving me nothing here. You're giving me nothing. What about... All right. So you can actually hear her. So the girls are sort of telling me that there's a bit of trouble communicating when Rosanna's in the middle. What about you, Tyson? What's the best bit coming to AGCs for you?
Meeting all the teams, seeing what I'm up against, and having a good challenge.
And obviously being coached by Buddha.
Yes.
And what about you, Emily? Is this your first? It's your second.
Second. Yeah.
Right. And is it better this year, or given that you've only just started? So is it better this year, or is it worse?
I don't know. Probably sort of the same. I don't know.
And what about for you? What was that game like? You got on late in the game and you had a couple of throws down the line there. What was that? You had a bit of a duel with Caleb there.
It was good.
Yep.
Yeah.
You guys are really not helping me very much here on the interview thing. And they're all walking away, by the way. So I'm actually getting dragged back by my headphones here. So we go. Here comes Rosanna in there. So what about the tournament now? Who do you guys play next?
Queensland.
Queensland. So Queensland's the unknown commodity because we don't know what they're going to be like, do we?
I know what it's going to be like.
Oh, what do you know, Molly?
She's one of my best friends.
Okay, which one is that?
Kendra.
Ah, okay. So
Yeah.
So she?
Yeah, she trains in New South Wales.
Okay, and she's sort of helping Queensland out, obviously.
Yeah. She knows the tactics.
Does she?
Yeah, well, we're able to
Yeah.
change them up.
Able to change them up.
Yeah.
We know her tactics.
Right. Well, that's it works out one way. I mean, she knows 6 people's tactics. You only know 1. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, what do you think the scoreline's going to be?
No idea. No idea.
I think it's going to be a close one.
Another close one.
Yeah.
Well,
Right.
we've seen Kendra play, but we haven't seen many others play before, so we have no idea what it's going to be like.
We'll have to see what the scores are at the end of the game.
Right. That's a really non-committal answer, Tyson. Really non-committal. We want to see bold predictions here.
We're going to win.
We'll mercy them.
Okay. So we've gone from a really close game to most of them. Is that correct?
Yes.
Gotta go down. All right, kids. Well, it's nice to see that you guys are having fun. It's nice to see that Buddha's having an influence on people in a good way. All right. He hasn't taken you out to the pub yet or anything like that?
Well, There was that one night.
All right. Okay. So Buddha has taken him out to the pub one night. Okay, no worries. No. All right. Well, good to see kids, and look, we're glad that you guys are having a good time. And I think it's especially from someone like me who's been around for a long time, and there's never been the children sort of playing the game. It's good that Goalball is going to be in good hands. Okay. So great. Thanks for coming in and interviewing.
Thanks.
Yay.
You're welcome.
Bye. Bye. All right, that was the New South Wales junior team. That's all good. Back to the music, and like I said, oh, lovely.
In Ipswich for the 2014 AGCs, and I'm a very, very happy man. You're on Disability Sports Network, showcasing the ability in disability. My name's Tony Telfer, and I'm joined by the Hairy Wombat himself, Rob Cristani.
Harry's back. Harry never left.
Harry never left, that's right. You've been here all the time. So tell me, mate, how'd it go with Patches?
Patches was good.
Yeah?
Yeah, I put a compromise to Fitzy, and I said, look, mate, you want to call Softy or Fitzy? Fitzy's a little bit more respectful, and he was happy with that. He goes, look, I'm happy to call me whatever you want. I go, nah, let's be respectful. Let's not be mean to each other here.
No, that's right.
You know, so it was all good. He was good. And he's able to sort of give me the teams and stuff like that. And,
yeah, which is good, yeah. So
positional stuff. And he even lent me his binocular, which is still here, by the way.
Oh, sensational. So you can use that.
So we can steal it.
Yeah, that's it.
Point.
That's it. Look, interesting couple of games that we've seen. I can update our listeners and viewers too on the game, or one of the results in the other hall. No defence, Hairy Wombat at all. 20-10. New South Wales went down to Queensland.
We just need to confirm that result, though. Is that correct?
Yeah. No, well, that's what I was told. That
it is an official result.
Yep. Actually, here's Muzz. He might be able to update us on that. Muzz, can you update us with the scores in the other hall?
Yes, the Queensland men defeated the New South Wales men 20-10 after New South Wales led 10-9 at half time.
Well, that's okay.
It's a bit of a offensive game,
well,
as you might imagine.
Does that mean you guys can only play 12 minutes at a time, or is it?
I think we did some developmental things in the second half. And
did you get on in the first half at all?
I'm not playing. I keep telling you that.
So
you keep not listening to me.
Well,
it's not a first, is it?
Historically, you've proven us wrong before. I'm still waiting for the medical substitution to come into force. I won't believe that you're not playing until the whole tournament's over and you haven't played.
Yes, well, after watching John's throats this morning, it's probably a good chance that I'm not playing.
It's increased the possibility.
It has increased the possibility.
All right, so 20-10, we can confirm that that's the result.
That is the correct score.
And do we know the
New
score
South
of the winners?
Wales mercied West Australia 10-0.
10-0.
Yep.
Okay.
And currently halfway through the first half, Queensland, I think, were leading 6-1 against West Australia.
Women?
Yes, women.
Okay.
So that's what's going on. I heard that your juniors had a nice win, Anthony. Congratulations.
Yeah, thanks, mate. They did, actually. They did well. Everybody got on court and happy with it. But I tell you what, there was a few palpitations. Victoria were a lot better than what I originally thought they would be. And that's no, good effort. Alice.
That's a sign of a good coach underselling his opposition.
Yeah, that's it. No, that's it.
Although Buddha having tactics is, not people aren't going to believe that.
It's a bit of a first.
I did actually have tactics, and they were actually followed. But big news: Tyson O'Neill, first throw, 2 whistles.
Very good to hear. And Sarah, I can inform you that Sarah Plunkett put in 3 goals in her first game for New South Wales. So good for her. And Isaac also scored in his first game for New South Wales men. So nice ball.
Obviously in the first half.
Second half. He didn't play the first half.
Well, I thought you guys were leading 10-9 at half time.
Yes.
That's what you said.
Yeah.
And you lost 20-10. So he couldn't have scored in the second half.
Maybe we were leading 9-8 in the first half.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Right. You sure the score was 2010?
I'm sure the score was 2010.
You sure you didn't get on?
I'm sure I didn't get on.
Your memory seems to be quite selective right now.
Unless I got a concussion, which I probably would have.
So it's quite possible that Murray did go on. He just can't remember it.
Yeah, I might be blocking it out.
Okay, it's all good.
Matty Eaton did score over Troy with the first ball of the second half with what I like to prefer as a dribbler, where Troy overextended onto his belly.
He's a nice boy, Matty Eaton.
And the ball went over Troy's back, and Troy wasn't very happy about it.
I did a little bit of coaching work with Matty in Bendigo. He's a lovely guy.
Matty played really well.
I love that guy.
He's improving a heap, so good to see him out there.
Just listens to what you say and does his best.
That's very rare in a goalball.
Does his best to do what you say.
Speaking of which,
we're 1 minute away from the start of a game.
No worries. Muzz, just before you do shoot off, your next game up, I believe, are you?
Yeah, play Queensland, right? Yeah, Queensland. That's 140, I think.
140.
So that'll be another win to New South Wales in Hall number 2, or Hall number 1, because this is where the real action takes place.
I wouldn't like to say that. Queensland, I'm sure, will come out fighting, so we'll just do our best.
Yeah, well, that's it.
Humble, but don't ever overstate the opposition.
It's only when it involves you that the humility just goes out.
Humility
just goes out the window, doesn't it?
Humility out of the dictionary, didn't you know, Buddha?
It's actually welcome to DSN, where we create a new language.
So, well, I was going to say humble, but it's humility. It's my new word.
Humility. All right. Well, we will wait until clarification before we get that 2010 result as official. By the sounds of it. Okay, we're not long before we start.
I'll leave it with you for a sec, Rob, because I'm just getting a phone call from our manager.
Our manager? That means his wife, I think. Yeah. Okay, so we're looking here with about a minute to go. If not that, because it's actually past the 12:20 now. It's 12:21. Beautiful 25 degrees outside. Good to see we're inside. Here on Disability Sports Network, showcasing the ability and disability, you've got the Australian Goalball Championships with Buddha and Hairy live courtside on the card table. This is the juniors game between Queensland and West Australia. Queensland coming on this side here. Going to try to get the players for you. That's West Australia throwing the ball first.
Sorry, Rob.
That's all right.
So Western Australia, we've got 7-2 in the centre, and on the far side we have number 8. There's Alana throws ball across court ball in the centre, blocked for Queensland. We have Melody on the right wing. We have number 2 in the centre. Next ball's been thrown out.
So number 2, that's Sean.
So we've got Sean in the centre, we've got Melody, and not sure about the left wing down that end as the next ball. It's been thrown across court and pushed wide. Now we'll just see if they stand up. Might be number 6 is the next ball.
Just got them broken.
Monocular. Next ball into the centre. Ball now across to Alana. Alana with the ball now on the right wing for Western Australia. Comes in. Nice cross-court ball. Is it going to drift out? Oh, just drift out on the one post as you're looking at for the A corner. Ball now with Melody. Throws down the line. A nice ball down the line. Over the feet of centre, but into the number 7 for Western Australia.
Oh, straight under the middle.
Through. So there you go. So it's straight through. So goal to Western Australia. Now, let me just confirm who we've got here.
I think that'd be Toby in the middle there. And I think it's Melody on this side.
Yeah. Next ball's thrown wide on this occasion. The ball dropped in now.
Okay, so this is Darren. Darren throwing the ball now from A. He's gone across court.
And almost
the deflection? No, blocked out. Can you get a number on that far side for us again, Bud?
I think it's number 6 actually, but I don't know if there is a 6.
But there isn't a 6. So it could be a 5. Could be
Toby.
5, I think. Toby's in the middle. I'll try to get some numbers as we sort of
So
go.
here we go. It looks like it is number 5. It looks like so.
5's in the middle.
Yeah. So we've got 5. We've got
2.
2.
5 and 2.
2, 5, and so 2,
It's
5,
definitely
7, I think, isn't it?
No, 2, 5 and 8.
2, 5, and 8.
So we've got Sean
yeah,
on the far
Melody.
side. We've got Toby in the middle, and we've got Melody on this side.
So
That's
there
for
you go.
Queensland.
And
On this side here, we've got 7 over here, which is
Darren. We've got 2 in the centre,
Okay, which is Murren.
and on the right wing is Alana,
Alana.
number 8.
Alana Till at number 8.
Yeah. So there you go. So timeout taken. And they're going to have to be quick because there is a fair bit of time.
They do stop the clocks at the timeouts
Yeah.
and the substitutions, I think.
Yeah, but it's here. Anyway, next ball thrown by.
Straight down the line
Straight
towards
down the
Alana. Now, thrown down the line by Sean.
Sean, that's right.
We will get it.
Alana.
Okay, Alana's actually picked up her pace a little, so
has a
she's
nice-
thrown back towards that 5 hole. Cleaned up there by Toby. Toby's decided to throw it from the middle, and he's gone straight back towards the centre. And this is now cleared up. Is that Alana again? No, it's
No,
not.
it's Maroon.
That's Murren. Murren puts the bouncer in, but doesn't really get up very high. Toby taking it from the middle, picking it up at about 3. Goes back to 4, and then throws straight back at 4. Straight into the chest of Murren. Murren goes, oh, my phone's just gone off. So I do have some scores from Robin. I'll give you those at half time.
Okay, ball just thrown out on that occasion, and that was by
Darren. Okay. Cross court again. We've got Sean here. Sean now throwing it from the A or from C as you're looking at it. Or 7. Tried to throw down to number 1.
Now we have Alana. Ooh, close to a high ball with a cross court ball, and just drifts out just in the team area. Ball dropped back in now. Now this is Melody with the ball. Melody comes in, goes across court, aiming for the AB area. Beating everybody and almost actually dribbled in the court today. Alana came in a fair way, but Alana with the ball now. Again, going for that gap between the winger and the right winger as you look at it, but picked up by Toby in the centre. Toby goes, sends the ball back exactly where it's come from. This time Alana picks the ball up nicely and pushes the ball out. Ball dropped back into play. Alana now picked up a bit in pace, that's for sure. Cross court ball, but it's into the centre. And timeout, equipment check. So
Clock has stopped for the official timeout.
yeah, so we've got.
So we're at 6:08 at the moment. 1-0 in favour of, is it West Australia? I think it is.
It is, yes, 1-0 in favour of Western Australia.
Okay. So Toby with the ball. Should have been dropped in the middle because he was the one.
Yeah.
Didn't do that. He's gone from 4 straight back to 4. Picked up by Murren. Murren's going to take this one herself. She puts it back to the wall, throwing it about the middle. Goes back towards about the 3, and Toby has to stretch a little bit to get it. He's decided to now. He said Alice.
No, he said Mel.
Mel. Okay, well that's good. So we are good. We're on the track. Melody throws this ball down the line, but it's out. Cleaned up here by Darren. Darren tried to pick up the ball himself, but the goal judge wouldn't let him do it. That's very annoying. Darren now with the ball. He's going to throw from the post. He's going across court. So cross court that he throws it out about halfway.
Yeah, look, interesting. I was just having a look, so there is actually an Alice on it, but there's no. Or Ali.
No, there's no Ali.
No, so
Ali's on the other team.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So
Sean throws the ball down the line, cleaned up by Alana. Alana picking it up from that C post, and she's decided to go for a crack on the cross court. It's beaten the winger, but beaten the post as well.
And she's not missing that line by a lot, is she? When
No.
she's going across court. Melody now with the ball. Ball setting straight for the, I guess almost the 3-4 area, but picked up by Murren. Murren's going to have the throw herself. She goes again, aiming for that gap between the left winger and the centre. This time Melody picks it up nicely, takes the throw, sends the ball straight back where it's come from. This occasion, Murren goes across, passes the ball across to Darren. Oh, bad luck, it's a goal. It's a shame.
That's a goal.
It was
On
just
an own goal there.
An own goal. So
1-1. Oh,
Yeah.
no, they've got 2-0, so
2-0.
Queensland are in front.
Actually, I thought it should be 1-1. It should
Yeah.
be 1-0. Oh, it should be 1-1.
Here, no. I think they're about to make the...
Yep, the
It
adjustment.
looks like they're making the adjustment now. They've got
Yeah.
1-2, but that's not quite right.
No, it's not right. So
I'm pretty sure it's 1-1.
yeah, it is 1-1. Anyway, Sean with the ball, cross court ball on this occasion. This time into the chest of Murren, and they've called a timeout. So WA calling their first timeout.
Score says 2-1. We're thinking it's 1-1, aren't we?
Yeah, it is. Yep, it's 1-1 the score. So,
4 minutes and 2 seconds to go on the clock. We've got WA with the timeout at this stage. Again, pretty even. And I think it's a really good idea. One with the 10-minute halves and 2 with the running clock. And we're not going to get these massive score lines that are sort of emanating out.
Look, I don't have a problem with the running clock.
I think it's working well.
At all. And look, realistically, they're kids, Rob. They're learning the game. Get them out there and get just continually playing through. They're going to learn. Also, they're not going to be out there for an eternity of time.
Well, having said that, after the junior game before, all I saw was kids playing goalball on the court for that whole 40 minutes or hour that there was another game.
Yeah, I know. It's bizarre, isn't it?
So it's not like they want to stop.
No, that's right.
Okay, the ball's with West Australia here on this side. I think it's gone to the far side out. I'm just having a look. No. Murren's got it in the middle of the court, I believe. Standing up. Darren's here. No positional changes.
No.
Murren with the ball in the middle.
High above the head. Come through now. Crows aiming for that, well, too much into the centre there, into the end of the full gap. Picked up by Toby. Toby goes across court.
Toby's decided to return the favour.
And just looked like he went with a bit of an angle. Murren now with the ball. This time, pushes a little bit further to the right, but not enough to affect Toby. Toby passes across now to Sean. Sean with the ball. Goes down the line, but pushes it wide. The ball will come in on the C post, and it will be Alana with the ball. Alana now comes in. Nice cross-court ball, but I think it's going to hit the 4 into the B area. It is. So we've got Toby now with the ball. Comes in. Going across court, aiming for that A post as they're looking at it. Ball now with Alana. Alana close to Hubble, but straight into the centre once again. Toby does the chasing. Passes the ball across to Sean on his left. Sean with the ball now. Again goes down there, but just flicked his hand too much to the left at release point and sent the ball out. Alana now with the ball. Runs through. Cross-court ball, aiming for that post once again and just missing once again. The ball just pushed wide. So, ball now with Melody. Melody goes across court ball. I think this is going to drift out prior to the line. Yep. Just out, so. Rob?
Gone in the centre there, that one from Melody. Anyway, Alana now throwing it again, trying to go across court, but she's missed the spot and got back into the B. Substitution for Queensland at this point.
So 2 out and 3 in, so that is...
That's Sean out.
Yep.
And that's Kendra in.
So Kendra,
New South Wales.
Kendra, New South Wales, yes.
Yep. New South Wales loanee, let's say.
That's right. Good player, very short.
They're all really short.
Yeah.
They're all really short. Not
that I tower over anybody, but no, she's very short.
I think there might have been a couple in your side that I interviewed, mate, that might be taller than you.
I
think Emily
most certainly is.
Emily would be taller than you.
Yes.
I reckon Alice might be close.
Yes.
How am I going there?
You're going very, very well indeed. Just make sure that stays on the table. I almost lost my mixer over the front.
Yeah, I was going to say, I was trying to interview the kids before and they kept walking away from me and obviously I couldn't get there. Sorry about that. Let's talk about that. Murray taking that from the middle and going straight back towards this time towards the A post.
And it's Kendra who's on that wing.
And Kendra's come to this side. So Melody's gone to the other side. Is that correct?
No, Kendra's gone the other side.
Kendra's gone the other side. We're just going to confirm.
Yes.
Anyway, Darren now with the ball in one. He's gone across court straight at Melanie, and she's got it. Good work. Not a Melody, a Kendra.
Yep.
Kendra now throwing the ball down the line, but missing, getting Murren in the middle. Murren's decided to pass the ball off to Alana, and Alana decides to throw across court again. But again, she's missed it. Not making, and I think that's the difference between these kids. They don't make the adjustments.
No.
Again, some passing, but that's going to go out if it makes it back to the other end of the court at all. It's slowly going. Picked up by Murren, who's decided on a quick return. She's gone back towards the same post again, but cleaned up by Melody. Didn't need to touch it as it went out. The ball dropped in and Melody's come to take it. She's decided to go down the line this time.
I think Melody's actually swapped things. I think it's Kendra on that side, but I'm not sure.
Okay, I'm going to try to get some numbers for you, bud, once she gets up.
I'm not positive. Anyway, Darren with the ball now. Throws the ball that's across court and has missed the court by some way. So the ball now dropped in on that wing. May very well be Kendra on this wing. It throws, goes down the...
No, it's Kendra over there.
It is Kendra down there, yeah. I had a better look at the throwing style. And it's Alana with the ball now.
Doesn't have the white hair either, Buddha.
No, well, that's true. that's it. Rob's just throwing stuff around everywhere here at present. And I don't know what he's lost, but it may very well be the binocular.
I've saved his
Monocular.
I saved his monocular.
Next ball is into now. Excursion. Right, picked up by Murren in the centre. Murren now.
Less than 14 seconds to go.
Goes across court, angled ball, aiming for that
the line towards Kendra. Kendra banking the block. She'll just about get time to get this one off. Here it comes. Going down the line towards Alana. And Alana makes the block, and it's 1-1 at half time, I'd say.
And that will be half. So by my count, it's 1-1. And an interesting half.
Well, the score's saying 2-1 still.
Yeah, we might.
Let's see how we go.
Saying 0-0.
Now we've got 1-1. Okay, so it's cool.
There we
go. They just couldn't work out how to get it back, and they didn't want to do beep, beep, beep.
Yeah, that's it during the game, so which is fine.
We're happy with that.
Yeah, definitely. No, look, it's an interesting half at present. Good half. And as you say, that's probably the thing, Rob. They just don't, because they're obviously still learning. They don't adjust and adjust their line straight away.
Okay, now not only have I got the scores from the other hall, she's actually sent me the score sheet.
Oh, sensational.
So, hey Tanya, pick of scoreboard as follows. Okay, who's Tanya?
I don't know.
It doesn't really help me out here.
So in other words, we'll call you Tanya. It's Buddha and Tanya here today, bringing you the coverage. You're listening to and watching Disability Sports Network's coverage of the 2015 Australian Goalball Championships from Ipswich, Queensland. Proudly brought to you by the PA people. And remember that Disability Sports Network showcases the ability in disability, or with Tony Budatelfa and Rob the Hairy Wombat Crestani, bringing you currently the game between the junior game between as I saw New South Wales go and take the toss for their next game, between WA and Queensland, and 1-1 at half time between the two junior games. Now, the earlier games in this hall today, now this is going to test memory. I know that the result of our game, as New South Wales defeated Victoria 7-4.
Correct, and it was 15-5 in the youth game.
That's right, in the youth game.
West Australia versus Queensland. So youth 15-5. I do have the official results from the other hall.
Yep.
So we have at this stage the women's tournament. So WA 10, WA 0, New South Wales 10.
Mm-hmm.
In the men's, we have Queensland 20, New South Wales 10.
Yep. Optional defence.
Yep. In the women again, so we've got Queensland 11, WA 1. So they're the three results.
So what was the last one?
11-1? Queensland 11-1 against WA women.
All right.
So that's the scores that we have right now. So we'll go update those scores in our little score sheet later on. We'll bring all this to you tonight. Are we doing a special program tonight, or are we just going to do, it's around the bar with Buddha tonight?
It is around the bar with Buddha tonight. However, that
may not happen.
May not happen.
May not happen.
It may not happen.
We're talking about not transporting the equipment back to the accommodation.
Because after setting up the camera and having to set it up on everything, it's like I really don't want to have to do it all again tomorrow.
We should show everyone like what this looks like, what our little makeshift studio looks like.
Yes, well, we will actually get a photo taken and
I think we will put it up on the the Facebook page or something like that.
We'll certainly do that.
We could show you the Buddha and the Buddha and Hairy card table.
That's it.
Okay, so we swapped over. Trying to see if we can get some ideas as to whether there's some numbers. There's no substitutions at half time.
No.
So we've still got Murren in the middle. We've still got Alana over here. We've still got Darren over on the far side.
Mm-hmm. And looks like we've still got Toby. We've got Kendra, and we've got Melody.
Okay, so Darren now to throw the ball. He's decided to go cross court. Blocked out there by Kendra.
Actually,
Kendra now with the ball. You're right about she's tiny. Makes Rosanna look
yes, she
giant.
does. Yep.
Anyway,
She could walk under a door.
Kendra throwing that ball in towards that AB hole.
But as we said with most of the kids,
picked up by Murren, who gives it off
line.
to Alana. Alana with her staple cross-court ball, although this time she actually puts it on the court. Cleaned up there by Murren, who's deciding she's going to throw everything this half, and she goes out towards the other side. Sorry, not Murren. Toby. Yep. And Toby throwing it out to Darren in C, or in number 7.
Next ball thrown by Darren.
Darren, throwing the ball straight back towards the centre. Cleaned up by Toby, even though there was a slight fracture. He's decided to throw it again. Again, getting it out towards that BC corner, or in that number 5, the European
goal.
Yeah, close to another own goal between Darren and Murren there.
Yep. Next ball, a cross-court ball.
Darren coming cross-court.
Kendra picks the ball up on the left wing. Goes down the line, but that's going to just drift wide at around about the halfway mark. Ball dropped back into Alana. Alana now. On the right wing for WA Juniors. Goes across court. This ball's going to drift out, I would imagine, yes, just in front of the playing area. The ball dropped back in now to Melody. Melody throws the ball going down the sideline, but drifting in towards the centre a little bit, but Darren picks it up there for Western Australia. Goes in just to the inside of the post. Goes across court ball, aiming for that gap. Oh, the ball's almost beaten Kendra, but she's managed to snaffle it.
Kendra throwing the ball in towards that AB hole, somewhere between the centre. It could be, Ben's taken there by Alana. She'll throw this across court again. She's just about throwing every ball across court, and she doesn't disappoint me this time. She makes it onto the court. There's a fracture, and that's going to go in. It's a fracture in between that AB, that narrow diagonal there. Yeah, a mistake there from Toby, and Melody and Toby couldn't clean it up between the two of them. 2-1 to West Australia at the moment. Queensland. Through Melody, goes down the line towards Darren. Coyle. Darren's going to take that on the chest. Stand up again. He's coming cross-court towards this side, now towards Kendra, who gets a small piece of it, but not enough to deflect it out. It goes out by itself.
Kendra now comes in.
Kendra is going to throw a narrow in towards that AB sort of corner from where
she's
got a goal too, from a deflection there from Murren.
And scores. Yes.
Suddenly it's a goal fest, Buddha.
It is a goal fest. And I've got a very sore knee, I've just found out.
Very sore what?
Knee.
Oh.
I took a spill at the break when I was off.
Oh, as you would.
Yes. Almost a high ball from Alana, goes across court though, but it's out, not called. Ball now going to be dropped back in. Melody on the right wing for Queensland. Score 2-2. Melody going down for the BC area, but nicely picked up there by Murren and laid off to Darren. Sorry, I had a mental break, but time out for Western Australia. So
6:29 or 6:24? Looks like a 6:29.
6:29.
Let's go 6:30 on the clock. 2-2 at the moment.
Yeah,
still anybody's game.
It is, and look. I'm trying to look through it through biased eyes, but I'm also looking through it from a coach's point of view, trying to pick weaknesses.
Look, at the moment, neither team is throwing fast enough to really get there, and all the goals at the moment have basically come from errors, haven't they?
Yeah, then there was one own goal and almost another
which is an error.
Yeah, that's it. And I don't think we've seen a clean goal go through, and it's just a case of not being able to wrap it up quickly enough. But they're all learning. Obviously, it's under 15, but I think a lot of these kids
dropped in on the far side. Darren decides to go down the line. He's got Melody on the chest. Melody now taking it from C and throwing it in towards the middle into that BC gap. Gets the ball from Murren. Murren gives off to Darren. Coyle. Darren deciding to go across court this time. There's a deflection there by Toby. It's going to go forward and it's blocked out. The ball's dropped in. Kendra having to go forward.
It's not Kendra on the side. It's Melody. Has changed wings.
Have they?
Yes, Melody's
good
on
on
this wing.
How dare they do that to us?
So
Darren anyway. Darren's going down the line again. This is Kendra on this side here. She's just blocked it out. Picking up the ball herself. Substitution for Queensland.
Number 8 out. 8 for 2.
So that's Melody out. Yeah. Melody out for Sean in.
Melody for Sean, so there you go.
Sean's coming back on. the destroyer.
That's it. So we've got Sean on the left, we've got Toby in the centre, and we've got Kendra on the right wing. And down at the far end, we still have Darren, Murren, and also Alana.
Ellie not making his debut.
No,
her debut.
No, not as yet.
Okay. Again, it's Kendra. She's gone back towards the centre on this one. Cleaned up by Toby. Toby's going to take this one himself.
I think the referees could be a bit more considerate as the ball's thrown straight down the centre.
Gets it in that slightly narrow diagonal, a slight deflection. Sorry, that's Toby. Deflection by Toby. That was Murren who threw the ball. And again, Kendra goes back towards that, probably 4-5 gap. Cleaned up by Murren off to Darren. Darren's coming cross court, but it's way out. Deflected by Barry Harper, a stalwart of Australian goalball.
Yeah, certainly. He's been known for many years. The next ball thrown by Sean. Sean going for that, but straight into the centre. Murren lays the ball off now to Alana. Probably another cross court ball. So she may go for the narrow angle. And she has gone for the narrow angle.
She's gone down the line here. That's the first straight goal, Buddha. We've got it.
Ball.
We've got it.
We've got it, and it went straight through the BC
that BC
area.
goal.
Yeah.
Yep, at about 4 or 5.
Yeah, so it was a lovely ball. So 3-2 now to Western Australia.
Okay, still 4 minutes to go. Queensland thrown by Sean. Sean goes out towards that 5 gap. That's taken by Murren and off to Darren.
So Alana off.
So Alana off. And Ali's coming on.
So I think this is the first championship, is it, for her?
I believe so. There's a lot. Yeah, it is. Alicia, isn't it? Alicia, is her name? Yeah,
yes.
Haven't seen her before.
Yep, so well done. Good to
Again, another newbie.
Yep, that's it. Another member of the family.
Another member. The family gets bigger.
Yep, that's it. It's like a typical Italian family, isn't it? It just keeps on growing.
Or Irish.
Yeah, well, that's true too.
We're not going to talk about what's the word I'm looking for. No, let's keep it out of the blue.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Okay, so we've got Ali who's going to play on the left, right wing down the far.
It's a straight swap.
Yep.
Darren with the ball. He's gone cross court, but threw it out before even halfway. Taken by the bench. That's how far out it went. Sean's going to take the ball in from here.
Nice throw by Sean. Bit of pace on that one there, but well picked up by Murray.
On the feet. Gives it out to Ali. Alicia now throwing it from, what you call A, looking at it. She's throwing it straight out. Goal judge has to move some distance to pick it up. Drops it back into Sean. Sean throwing it from 1 or 7 as we look at the goal. And he's going to throw it in towards that 3 gap, cleaned up by the hands of Murren, who's going to throw it from about 4. And she goes straight back at 5. There's a slight deflection, and it's going to go in. This could be it. Oh,
Western Australia. As the buzz goes off again in the background, so with 3:30 to go, the score is 4-2 in favour of Western Australia. Quick throw there by Sean. Aiming for the gap, but no, picked up by Murren. Over to Ali. Ali now on the right wing for Western Australia. Moves in towards the centre a bit. Goes across court ball, but it's going to drift almost into the centre. Picked up by Toby. Toby with the ball now. Sends the ball almost straight back where it came from. Picked up by Murren. Murren's going to have the throw herself. Throws now again, aiming for the, well, to the A side of B, but Toby there to pick it up. Goes aiming for the, I guess about the number 5 area, but picked up by Murren. Lays it off to Darren. Darren on the right wing throws the ball, but it's going to go straight out. So
that's at about -5.
Yes.
Where he's done that one.
That's it. So.
Okay. Sean throwing it from 7. And he's decided to go for number 1, but throws it out at probably about the front of the court. Ball's off to Alicia now. Alicia throwing it from 1. She's gone down the line, probably at about that 2. Past, but Toby, but picked up by Sean. He's gone again down the line, but missed. Was looking for that 1 right on that post.
The idea was right.
Sorry?
The idea was right.
Yeah, certainly right. Okay. Murren's getting the ball from Alicia. Murren throwing it from 4, getting it straight back at 4. Cleaned up by Toby. Score is 4-2 to West Australia at the moment. Toby's thrown it back towards the 2 gap, taken on the chest of Alicia. Is that a line out or
a line out?
A line out, okay. Timeout for West Australia.
So
what have we got? 1 minute
40? Yep, 1:40 to go. So 4-2.
4-2 to West Australia.
Yep.
Should hold on to this.
Oh, they should do. But you know, it's be interesting to see. But the pleasing thing to see, Rob, is that everybody's getting on court here.
They're having a crack.
Yep.
They're having a crack, and they're all getting on court, and that's great.
And they're actually, I mean, we've seen some improvements. We've seen Alana's throw has improved dramatically since I saw her last.
She's a different person.
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably the fastest thrower on this game.
Yeah, I would say definitely. Yep. And
deserved the 1 goal she got. I'm surprised she hasn't got more.
Yeah, well, this is it. So, but
I think she just threw too many out. What do you think?
Yeah, I think just the cross court and just didn't adjust.
Yep.
Quickly enough. So, but when she did adjust, she obviously scored.
1:40 to go. West Australia with the ball.
And it's
coming out with Alicia. Alicia's decided to go down the line. It's going to be out towards Sean. Sean's gone too far and he's deflected it in.
So
dived too far. Like half his body was outside the court then.
Yeah, well, that's it.
So she threw it into about 2. 5-2 to West Australia now. That could be the difference now. Sean's trying to throw across court. Threw it from about 7. Got it into 4. Straight on Murren's chest. Murren goes for a bounce. Does go for the bounce. Throwing it from about
Darren?
6 is Darren. And I'm not sure where he threw that out. I
No,
don't think there's a number big enough.
No, there's
Threw it out at about 102.
Yes. So let's get something along those lines. The ball now dropped back in as we've got under a minute to go in this game. Sean goes down the line, but out. Ball now with Ali for Western Australia. And yeah, I think they've certainly got it now. Ali goes, well, a narrow angle ball, but this time Toby gets across there and blocks it nicely. Doesn't lay the ball off, takes the throw himself, aiming for the C side of the court. Murren goes across the cover the long way, lays the ball off to Darren. And again, this next ball's going to go out as well. So, and about to be dropped back in now. So, as we're under 20 seconds to go. The next ball.
Sean throws that straight out. Straight out. Threw it from the 7. Probably threw it out about the halfway line. Darren with the ball now. Looks like he's aiming out our way. And he is.
Yep.
Kids are trying to get us involved in the game.
Yeah, that's it. Well, that's good to see. And,
this should be the last throw of the game. I think we're about 8 seconds to go.
And that's it. So that is full
it's
time.
All over.
So at full time,
5-2.
5-2 to Western Australia. So a good show. Now I know that the next game is New South Wales versus Queensland, I believe, in the youth. I'm not sure how long that is.
Reaching for my
program
here, and as soon as I read it the right way around. So we're looking at a 1:20 start for that one. 1:30 start.
1:30 start.
So that's in about 30 minutes time.
Yep. So we'll be back in around about.
Let's cut off Grandmaster Flash. We're about 2 minutes before the start of this game. Sorry on the delay there. You've got Hairy coming back, waiting for Tash and Buddha, who are going to be broadcasting the next game, which is a youth game. And if I remember correctly, it's New South Wales versus Queensland youth. So the playing lists are ready. At the moment, players are being patched up. Hairy is taking some official duties as he goes off and does the 10-second timing for this game. Currently with about a 2-minute start. They've just called the 90 seconds. Goal judges are walking into position. I might have to do 2 jobs at once. I'll just quickly, again with the 12 minutes and the stopping on this one here. Buddha's coming over. And yeah, I am. I don't want to leave the area with dead air. Buddha's talking to me near as he's come across. He had Alicia with him, who's walked off now. What are you looking for, mate? And Tash was coming over, but I don't know where she's gone. I better... Oh, she's here.
Tash will be coming over.
Tash is here now. She's here.
Where did Sue-Ann go? She was just here.
Was Sue-Ann wearing the 4 with the dog? Here she comes. She's coming straight at us.
Yep. Sorry, Sue-Ann, but yes. Anyway, welcome back. Yeah. Welcome back. And
how you going?
We're going to be joined for this game, and we might even get some comments from Sue-Ann throughout the game, but the lovely Cuggles is joining us.
Hi, everyone.
So we've got Tasha, we've got Queensland at this end here now. I don't have numbers for them unless Rob's gone and done it, has he? Oh, he might have.
Yes, he has.
Fantastic. Do you want to go through those, Tash? Can you read those or do you want me to?
I can't read his writing.
Okay, that's right, neither can I. That's without. So for...
This is Queensland.
Gee whiz, Queensland. So number 3, we have Joe Hogg. Number 4 is, oh, goodness me, it's a shocking writer. I'll give you the tip. Yeah.
Brendan.
Brendan is number 4, there we go. Number 7 we have is Nathan, and number 8
Grace.
is, who, sorry?
Grace West.
Grace West, of course. And for New South Wales, I should know these players. Number 1, we have Jess Clark. Number 2, we have somebody else.
Fitzy.
Oh, Fitzy, he's written down there. Yeah,
He's number 3.
Fitzy's 3.
1, 3, yeah.
Number 5 is Tim. Number 6 is Robbie. Number 7 is... I should know. Brody is number
8.
Brody's number 8, and Aiden is number 7.
Okay.
So we've got 8 and 6. Anyway, Queensland start with the ball. It's a bouncing ball thrown from the centre. Blocked on this occasion by, now it looks like Timmy Reese is on the left. It is. Tim Reese sends the ball into the centre, nicely put up by Brendan. Brendan lays the ball off to the right wing. It goes down the line into the feet, though, of Tim Reese once again. Timmy again a swinging ball, but again straight into the centre. Ball now past across. I'm going to take one ear off because I can hear them calling on court. This one here is thrown by number 7, who was for Queensland. So we've got 7 who is, who did we say 7 was again?
For
Queensland?
Nathan.
7 is Nathan. So Nathan looks on the left. Next ball into the centre. Looks like Robbie's playing centre down there for
Fitzy on left and Robbie in centre.
And on the right wing, or the, as we look at it, is Timmy Reese. Yeah. Straight through the defences there of Robbie. Fitzy was a little bit slow there, so Queensland won. So we've got Nathan, looks like Brendan in the centre, and I'm not sure about on the other wing who it is.
Grace is on the right.
It is Grace, is it? Thank you. Next ball, straight through the gap there by Fitzpatrick. A nice flat ball straight through the BC gap, not a glove was laid on it. You notice a difference, Tash, when you see this, the speed of this compared to the juniors, don't you?
Yeah, a lot quicker.
Next ball now picked up by Fitzpatrick. Throws back down, but nothing on it. There's a scramble piece of defence there by Queensland. It's Brendan throwing from the centre, but pushes it wide. Tim Reese now on the left wing. Receives the ball now. Winds up, comes in now. A flat ball, but too much into the centre. It's easy picking second. Brendan lays the ball off to Nathan Luke. Nathan on the left wing. Bouncing ball, but straight into the legs of Robbie Dunia. Picks it up, passes it across now to Fitzpatrick. Sean Fitzpatrick. I can tell you he was throwing really well the other week at training. Down the line, he goes straight through that gap in between Nathan Luke and the line. A great ball there by Fitzpatrick. Score is 2-0. So a good start. The ball now with Luke. Goes down that line, aiming for that gap. And flashes it up, but lands in front of Fitzpatrick. Sean Fitzpatrick now comes in. Bouncing ball, aiming for the centre. Again, fractured, but this time Brendan Clark picks it up. Brendan Clark, it's a bull rider, but Brendan Young picks it up. I always call him that for some reason. Probably Dunia now with the ball. High ball for sure, definitely. That's his problem. There's a lot of high balls. I trust everybody's enjoying the coverage on Disability Sports Network, showcasing the ability in disability. You're with Tony Telfer and Tash Coakley. So hopefully you're able to get a good enough picture. Our camera might have moved slightly. Anyway, bouncing ball thrown, but blocked by Dunia. Has it been? It's pushed it out and wide. Nice piece of work. So And our fellow commentator's gone across to do the 10 seconds, so there could be long 10 seconds with the Hairy Wombat doing it. Fitzpatrick now with the ball comes in. Going for that down the line again and straight through again, untouched. They've got it. Nathan Luke on this left wing's got to move across to and cover his line. Most important thing for a wing
You
is
get
to
a couple
cover.
of balls in the same spot, you got to cover that spot.
I'll just get you to push the microphone up a bit closer, Tash. Fitzpatrick now with ball. Now he should go to the well again. Let's see what he does. He has this time, but too much into the centre. Ball's bounced forward, picked up by Nathan. Nathan Luke now. Going down the line, I think he's pushed that wide. He has. Just pushed that wide down that side. So, as I said, I do apologise if the picture's slightly off there. Sometimes the camera does move. Bouncing ball
That
by
line
Fitzpatrick.
again?
Straight down that line again. They've got to do something about it. This game could get away from them very, very quickly. The score is 4-1. Timeout, Queensland. So now we've got a guest over there, Sue-Ann. If Sue-Ann wants to move in a bit, we'll even speak to her, even if she does play for Western Australia in this one. Yes, we know. You can talk underwater with a mouthful of marbles. So, Sue-Ann, what's it feel like to be a trader from New South Wales?
I don't see myself as a trader. I just share the love, so it's fine. I'm cheering for New South Wales as well.
Yeah, no. First couple of games, couple of losses to you guys.
Yep.
But so the only way is up from there.
Yeah.
We've all been there, but as we said, it's a mixed side. I mean, we've got obviously.
Hey, we played a lot better in the second game. We're starting to talk more to each other. I guess it's always hard when you're all coming from different states and you don't really know each other that well and you haven't got that bond that the other teams have.
Okay. So here we go. About to go back into action here. We'll get comments through out today. Bouncing ball by Brendan Young, but Tim Reese picks it up on the left wing. Tim Reese goes across court, aiming for that line as well. Beats the centre player. A scramble, but picked up by.
They've moved Nathan.
They have. It's actually. What have they got on this wing
They've
now?
put Grace on the left and Nathan on the right.
So there you go. Let's see whether they realise this. A high ball. Was it? No. Yes, it was. Yeah, Timmy Reese going across to the centre. So here we go. Now this will be interesting. This could get Queensland back on. Tim Reese has got to commit himself. He should be right because he has played some centre as well. Go down that line and thrown out. So I think Tim would have had it covered. But a bit of a let off there. And this is what will kill New South Wales if anything does. And that is their penalties. Tash, they throw way too many penalties. Fitzpatrick with the ball now. Bouncing ball. Going down that line straight through into the back of the net again. He's throwing very, very well, Sean Fitzpatrick, at the moment.
Yeah. Getting a lot of bounces.
Yeah. And he'll be telling him all about it too, I can assure you. So Grace goes down the line, but just pushes the ball wide. So the next break, I've got a couple of questions to put to you as well. There's a bouncing ball there by Fitzpatrick again. Long ball called by Fitzpatrick.
She had it though.
Yeah, she did. Yeah. So.
Yeah, it was good.
We'll see what Fitzpatrick does here. So he backs it. He talks the talk. Now let's see whether he can walk the walk. So now moving across the line, and he's gone the right way. Yes, he hasn't. He's blocked that ball. So well done, Fitzpatrick. He seemed to go to one way and then had to push himself back. Taj, whilst this game's going, just a couple of quick questions for you. Obviously, you're working a lot with the juniors in WA at present.
Yep.
And I was very, very pleased to see the improvement in Alana.
Yeah.
I mean, it must be great for you guys as the ball's been bounced over the top of Dunia and in for a goal.
I think Alana, she's grown a lot, and that's built her strength, especially in her throw. She's had 2 successful throws and got some goals, but she was hitting those gaps, and she's got the right pace.
Oh, straight through the gap again. This is a goal fence. Goal defence is optional. Again, that gap between this occasion, Grace and Brendan. I think maybe he's got to maybe rob Peter to pay Paul a little bit and go across to his left a bit more to cover that gap. Ball with Dunia now in the centre. Dunia now. Almost a high ball again. Ball scrambling defence. They will dive across and stop the ball nicely. So Brendan Young throws from the centre. Into the back of the net again. It's laziness by Timmy Reese there. And Ali, new player. She's only been playing for a couple of months.
Yeah, Ali started 3 months ago. I found her at a vision camp, and she's just a natural.
So Tim's off, and coming on is somebody else. Aiden. I knew that. That's who it was. Of course, Aiden and Brody. They
took two off. Oh no, just one.
Just one. It looks like it's Aiden coming.
They're having a boys'
Is it Aiden or is it Brody?
Is it Brody?
I think it's Brody who's coming on.
Yeah, it's Birdie.
It is Brody. Yes, Birdie, yes.
Yep.
So there we go. So we've got Brody on now on the left wing. Fitzpatrick with the ball now on the right wing. Goes in towards the centre, hooks back towards the post. But picked up by Young. He's going to take the throw himself. With a bouncing ball, aiming for that gap. And through the gap again. Robbie Dooney is not committing.
He was still sitting up just then.
I'd almost be putting Fitzpatrick into the centre. That brings the score along now to 6-4. With just over 6 minutes to go in the first half. Ball thrown wide on this occasion. Ball now with Nathan Luke. Nathan on the right wing comes in. Cross court ball into Brody. Ball goes forward. Nobody's chasing. Robbie Dooney has now picked it up. He's got the ball. Bouncing ball on this occasion from. And he beats everybody except for Luke. Luke now picks the ball up nicely. Nathan Luke. No, it's actually Brendan Young. A lot of squeaking shoes, but picked up by Brody Birdie Smith. So Brody now goes ball too much into the centre, made it easy for the centre player there, Young. Goes with a bouncing ball, aiming for that gap, up and over and into the back of the net, another goal, 6-5. So
they seem to be fracturing a lot of these bounce balls on both sides.
Yeah, they are. And the thing is, Robbie, there's timeout being called for New South Wales, and I'd hate to be those boys on court at present. So you're listening to the Disability Sports Network, showcasing the ability in disability, bringing you live coverage on both DSNTV and also DSN Radio of the 2015 Australian Goalball Championships. My name's Tony Telfer. I'm at present with Tash Cugley. And the game between the youth game between New South Wales and Queensland. Current score is 6-5 to New South Wales with around about 5:23 to go in the first half. Thoughts, Tash?
I think if they can get on top of those bounce balls, they're going to be able to cover it.
Yeah, that'll be the interesting thing, won't it? So here we go. Put down. Now,
Fitzy's moved.
Fitzy's gone across to the other wing and...
Brody's in centre.
Yep, smart move. Picked up by Robbie Dooney. Robbie now on the right wing. Left wing as we look at it here.
Yeah.
Goes down the line, beats the centre player, but picked up by Grace West, who fresh off winning a gold medal in Los Angeles. At Locomotion, Robbie Dooney now with the ball on the right wing. Bouncing ball, not much on it though, and not a lot of speed, but it's rolled through. Yeah. Again, Tash, there you go. There's that fracture again that you were talking about before. And it's just a little thing like just soft hands, that's all they need. So it's soft hands and they'll be able to obviously pick it out. But anyway, cross-court ball on this occasion misses the line comfortably. Had Dooney beaten though, he was in a long way from his post. Robbie Dooney now with the ball. Comes in. Bouncing ball down the line and out. Well picked up. Grace West with the ball now. Queensland goes for the narrow angle between A and B and gets straight through that gap. Now, we're both both know that Coach Elborn has been known to be a little bit volatile at times. I am glad I'm down here and not close to the bench. Next ball into the centre of Young. Goes with a quick return back, aiming for that gap, but Fitzpatrick's there. And it's Fitzpatrick now with the ball. Cross-court ball on this occasion.
Again.
Goal. I heard it, must be the shoes, because I thought I heard a whistle. But 8-6. And I reckon Fitzpatrick scored 7 of the goals at least. Next ball thrown by Grace. Across the centre, picked up by Brody. Brody lays it off to Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick goes back to his post on the left wing. Winds up now. Okay, a cross-court ball. This time it's fractured forward and goes a long way forward. Ball dropped back in there to West. Grace West on the left wing for Queensland. Can't get used to that. Anyway, next ball almost got through Brody on that occasion, but she controlled it nicely. Relays it across to Bobby Dunio. Winds up now. High ball again. Up. Murray, it's time to take Robbie off, I'm afraid.
He looks like he's getting ready for a substitution.
Yep, he does. Look, they've got Aiden. I'd be bringing Aiden on. In all seriousness, he's another power thrower. Anyway, let's see what happens. Brendan Young with the ball. Goes straight down the middle. Robbie Dunio blocks it easily. Didn't have to do a lot though, Tash, did he?
No. Didn't move very far.
No, that's it. So that's the interesting thing. But as we say, that's the way it goes. Bouncing ball down the line. Game beats Young. Picked up by Grace West. Very solid on the wing, Grace. Cross-court ball, which she lost control of.
I thought that was going to go in then.
So did I. It's very close. Robbie winds up there. Hook ball, flatter ball. Picked up by Grace. Grace comes in now. Right-hand throw. Aiming for that gap again between Brody and Robbie. Doesn't get through on this occasion. Substitution. And Aiden in. Yes. Yep. So Robbie's out and Aiden's in. So brother and sister combination playing for New South Wales.
And Brody is... Oh, no, she's staying.
No, yep, Brody's in. So Robbie's out. Thanks, Sue-Ann.
Yep.
Aiden. Oh, there you go. Here we go. This is big. Now, I've watched this young man throw.
I haven't seen him play since last year's Nationals. When he was in the juniors.
Yeah, he was pretty quick then.
Yeah.
Have a good look at him now, Tash. He's... yes, he's very, very good anyway. But good luck getting the ball on Fitzpatrick. Winds up now. Bouncing ball into the centre. The ball's fractured. It's gone to the side and a hair comes out of Brendan. Goes with a quick throw back. There, this time forward. Brody does the chasing. Passes the ball back to Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick down the line, up and over the top. Blocked over on that occasion.
He was lucky then. He defended half in the goals and half out.
Yeah, well, this is it. And it went up and over. So saw a lot of that recently in Atlanta. When I was over there for that, a lot of goals going over the top. Aiden now with the ball. The young man can throw the house down.
Wow.
And straight into the back of the net. Straight down the line, a line ball.
That was an awesome line ball.
And he hit exactly where Fitzpatrick was hitting earlier on, wasn't it? So 9-6, back in a comfortable spot with around about just over a minute and a half to go in the first half. Ball across court ball into Aiden's chest. Aiden Smith now on the right wing for New South Wales. Comes into the centre a bit, bouncing ball into the centre, up and over and into the back of the net. Yes, another goal. So it's just that change up and he's just got that added bit of bounce. So next ball by Young, thrown into the centre. Good work there by the Smith family. Brody in the centre and Aiden on her right. Brody now takes the throw from the centre. Bouncing ball skips a bit. There's a bouncing ball by Young straight through the gap into the back of the net. Lovely ball. Lovely ball. We're seeing some throwing here, but not much defence, Tash.
Yeah, there's lots of good throws.
1:05 to go. So Hayden coming in now. Line on throw. Goes down that line again. This one's going to be cut off. Fractured again. And, oh, gee whiz. I tell you what. Grace pushes the ball back and push back. And a goal. No, saved by Fitzpatrick. And that hit the underside of the bar and a no goal.
I think maybe noise.
Yeah, they've got to stop this for the crowd noise.
They didn't stop it though.
No, they didn't. No, certainly should have. Aiden with the ball now. Goes through that gap again, straight through into the gap again. Goal. So, all right, how many more goals can we get in the last 20-odd seconds? The score is 7-11. Thank heaven for 7-11. Yes. Into the centre, Brody Smith does the chasing now. Passes off to her brother. Younger brother picks it up now. He's going to have to get a wriggle on bouncing ball, but just out. So, official time with 9 seconds on the clock. So.
Typical Queenslander, don't they say?
Yeah, well, that's it. And we might actually have a chat with Sue Ann at the halftime break. Not that Sue Ann likes to talk.
Not at all. She's very shy.
Yes, that's it. Grace throws the ball but straight out, and that will, well, the clock's still going and there was a line out call, so that'll be the half. So, half time, we have New South Wales 11 over Queensland 7 after New South Wales got away to Queensland got away to a 1-0 win, and that was something like 4 or 5-1, and fought back. But yeah, interesting. You're on the Disability Sports Network, both TV and also radio, with Buddha and Tash bringing you coverage of the 2015 Australian Goalball Championships, and a huge thanks to our sponsors, the PA people. Now, if we can get Sue Ann to wander this way, we might have another chat with her whilst the half time is on.
Here I am.
Of course, listeners will know you, Sue Ann, from your stellar performances on Around the Bar with Buddha.
Yeah.
And that's so.
There's no bar here, is there?
No.
No?
No. Not yet. Give it time. There might be. First AGCs.
Yes.
For you. How are you finding it?
It was pretty nerve-wracking to begin with, but I'm enjoying it. I'm meeting a whole bunch of new people, and I guess that's what it's all about for me this first go, is socialising and getting some court experience.
Yeah. And now, as I said, I haven't seen the other games, but of course you've got in your side, because you're playing for the West Australian side, so you've got obviously Tash, yourself.
We've got a nice buffet of, of Australian culture.
If we had one Queenslander, then we would literally have someone from every state in Goalball.
Oh, there you go. So we've got Sue Ann from New South Wales.
Yep.
Tash from WA, of course.
Yep. Aisha from WA as well.
Yeah.
Elise from South Australia, and Brooke from Victoria.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. It's a nice mix.
It is, and it's good to see. And what's the other floor like to play on? Because, as I said, I walked in there this morning for the opening ceremony, but that's about it. And it looked like it was a reasonably quick floor.
It is. I love it. It's so slippery. You can just slide across the whole, the whole line. It's great.
And so, where have you been playing?
Left wing mainly, but sometimes right. If Tash wants to mix me up. That's
where I've generally played left, but that's normally left, right, out. So, but, and now don't forget, listeners, too, if you want to get copies of this, there will be a podcast that will be done of this, or a highlights package of it. Just to let our listeners know, for those of you who are keen on Around the Bar with Buddha, I will let you know whether it's actually going to go ahead tonight, purely and simply because, as people are aware, it is a very, very long day doing this and also coaching. So we'll go to a bar.
That's a good plan.
Yeah.
Apparently there's a good leagues club around here.
Oh, is there?
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Well, that could be the go.
There you go.
No more games for you today, or is
No
there?
more games.
Yes, for you guys.
Oh no, not today.
No.
No.
Okay. Very good.
But everyone's playing really well. It's good to see, you know, not that I know everyone here, but it's good to see that there's a lot of really healthy competition.
Yeah, that's it. And for anybody, make sure you're watching tomorrow morning because the first game up, it's coach v coach.
Coach v coach.
I think it's the first game of the day.
Is that you and I at a
It
rivalry?
is. Yes, it certainly is.
Bring it on.
Yeah, bring it on.
Any tips? Oh, it is. No.
Uh,
No, it's. Are you? Oh no, that's today.
This is today.
We're not the first.
No,
We're the
we're
third.
the third game of the day. There you go. Well, I know that we are playing the first game of the day, are we? Yes.
And I'm going to have to leave at half time.
Oh, well, that will mean so far then you will have coached. You
We'll
will
have
have
a
coached
10-minute
one
rivalry.
game. Yeah, we will. We'll have a 10-minute rivalry, so. But it will be a lot of fun. So anyway, this game here is currently 7-11 in favour of New South Wales. Now, I missed the
They took
substitution.
someone off Queensland.
So we missed that, but we'll find out. Anyway, the ball now with Sean Fitzpatrick. And for our listeners, yes, he did bring patches on this trip as well. Goes across, got bouncing ball, fractured up, but goes up in the air in front of... now the ball now passed across to... Now he's at number 3 for Queensland. Number 3 is... Look at that. The next ball scrambled across and saved on the goal line.
Is that his name?
No, I'm not sure, actually. We'll get that. Unfortunately, we're trying to read Rob Cristani's writing, and so far as his writing goes, he makes a great commentator. It's Joe Hogg, that's who it is.
That's it.
So Joe Hogg's on, and he's on the right wing down the far end. The ball now. Drop back in. Now that looks like it's Nathan Luke who's on the left wing, so it is Grace West who's gone off for Queensland.
Yeah.
Ball by almost got getting through the defences there of Joe Hogg. Joe now goes across court into the chest of Smith. Does it? Brodie Smith passes back to Fitzpatrick. Sean Fitzpatrick now with the ball. Goes a spinning ball, almost
blocked
beats
that with
the
his head.
centre. Goes with a quick return on this occasion. There's a fracture up, and great work by Fitzpatrick. Very agile. Ball across court by Aiden into the centre though. Brendan Young picks it up. It's going to be a play, this kid Young. Next ball into the centre. Good work there by Brodie Smith. Fitzpatrick now on the left wing. Winds up. Goes with a flatter skipping ball. Too much centre though on that occasion. Into the chest of Brendan Young. Pass it across now to Joe Hogg. Joe, ball into the centre. Fitzpatrick was there. Smith passes it. Brodie passes off to Fitzpatrick. Nice hook on that ball by Fitzpatrick. Good cover by them. In the end, Young goes and does the chasing, goes forward. Bouncing ball into the centre. Brodie Smith picks it up nicely. Lays the ball off to her younger brother, Aiden. Aiden now comes in. Great bouncing ball down the line, but this time it hits Luke in the between the elbows and the wrists. He stops it. Nathan now goes, throws the ball, but into the centre. Brodie Smith blocks the ball wide, so no change to the half-time score. Still
How old is
11-7. Aiden's 15.
He's got a very good throw.
Yeah, look, he's going to be some player later on, isn't he? It's a bouncing ball by Young. Chasing across. Aiden picks it up. Fitzpatrick walks back to his mark. Bouncing ball across court, but still too much into the centre there. Bouncing ball on this occasion straight past Brodie Smith, but her brother Aiden there. Aiden now goes with a bouncing ball down the line. Bouncing ball, but into the... Brendan Young's covering a lot of territory now. Passes a long ball across to Joe Hogg. Joe goes down the line. Picked up by Fitzpatrick. Goes with a quick return. Hooks the ball across. And
straight into the post.
Fantastic ball by
Awesome.
Fitzpatrick. He really just hit the inside of the post, Tash.
That was lucky.
You ask him and he'll tell you it was...
He'll tell him it was on
it
purpose.
was planned.
Yeah.
He said it was planned. So the score is now 12-7 in favour of New South Wales. We might not win State of Origin, but I think we might win this game. Next ball by Young, thrown into the centre. Fitzpatrick picks up, goes with another quick return. This time he's missed it. Oh.
He's pushing the high ball line.
He is. And he missed that by... Well, the ball went out before the halfway line. Nathan Luke now throws the ball straight down to the centre, though. Brodie Smith knocks the ball forward. She's going to have to move. Picks it up. No, she doesn't. Pick it up. No. She picks it up now. She's going to have to move quickly. She's going to have to go. Fitzpatrick now, bouncing ball. Nice work on this occasion. Brendan Young goes across a long way to pick that up. Picks it up cleanly. Bouncing ball. Heading back, there's a curve ball on this one here. Aidan Young. Ball now with Aidan Smith. Goes for the bouncing ball across court. Ball now with Young. Young hooks it down the line. There's a fractured ball on this occasion. And, well, good work by it. No, not quite.
He got him back for his comment.
Yeah, thought they had it. Okay, so there you go. Change. So he wouldn't have picked it up, but Brodie's now gone to the left, Aiden to the middle, and Fitzpatrick to the right. So there you go. So Aiden can play both positions very, very well. Brodie's got the ball now. She's a player that I've watched grow in confidence since I first saw her start playing the game. A great ball down the line on that occasion. Doesn't quite score, though.
I didn't actually know she was a left-handed thrower.
You didn't?
No. I didn't even realise that in America.
You toured with her.
I know.
She played on the same team as you. You're listening to live coverage of the Australian Goalball Championships from Ipswich in Queensland on the Disability Sports Network, showcasing the ability in disability. Proudly brought to you by the PA people. My name's Tony Telfer, and joining me is Tash Qd, who obviously doesn't know much about her teammates. So, Suedna, did she know your name?
I know everything else about her, just don't know what arm she throws with.
Yes, and for those people who are interested, if you go to Disability Sports Network, you'll actually be able to see the limbo being performed in Los Angeles in front of the goals. Next ball thrown on this occasion, out by 10-second penalty. 10-second penalty. Okay, so
Nathan
Luke. So should score here. So 10 seconds. What have we got on the clock? About 6.5 minutes, just over. So Nathan Luke, the defender. Score is now 12-8. So they must get this ball legal. Patrick goes across and scores into the back of the net. Unfortunately, sometimes it's just beaten with pure pace, and that's what it was on that occasion. So not a great throw, but pace got him there in the end. So score is now 13-8. Ball's pushed back down the court, blocked by Aiden. Plays the ball off now to Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick on the right wing. Winds up now. Bouncing ball going down that line, but out. Excuse me, listeners, I do apologise. This time at least turn my microphone off. Cross-court ball pushed out by Brodie Smith. So Brodie Smith now with the ball on the left wing. Comes in now. Goes down the line with that. Nice. It's fractured. It actually went sideways. It could have gone anywhere. And there was no urgency to push back on that occasion by Joe Hogg. So, but luckily, it worked. Brodie now with the ball. Comes in. A nice ball aiming for that AB gap. Doesn't quite get through. Brendan Young goes with a quick return, but it's pushed it wide. So, ball is now with Brody again. Again, peppering that same area. It's on Brendan, and they've worked Brendan over where he's not stretching as far, Tash, as what he was early in the half.
Yeah, I think he might be getting a little tired.
Well, he's certainly been carrying the team, hasn't he? Aiden now with a bouncing ball. Gets that one nicely, though. Picks it up. Lays the ball off, though, to Joe Hogg. Joe with the ball now. Going for the BC gap as he looks at it, with the AB as you will see it. Ball now with Brody. Brody Smith goes down the line. Great ball, but the arms come out and managed to save the ball. Next ball now. In the hands of Hogg. Hogg's put that ball straight out. So as they've tripped over each other, doing everything. Players being called, so Fitzpatrick now goes with the bouncing ball into the centre, kicked forward by Brendan Young. Does the chasing, passes off to Hogg. Sends the ball back down. This time, chasing is done by Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick comes in now, right-handed throw into the centre, straight through the gap. Nice ball by Fitzpatrick. You realise, of course, with Sean scoring this many goals, we won't be able to shut him up.
We can't shut him up already on the court.
Yeah, well, that's true. But I was saying earlier on, it's good to see that everybody is actually enjoying themselves on court and having fun. I said that when we were watching the junior games before. You like to see everybody on court and everybody doing it. It's a great ball by Fitzpatrick. Straight down that line again, into the back of the net. The score is now 15-8. So what have we got? About 4 minutes to go. So, Tash, will it last the time?
I think it might. It seems to be a very high-scoring game on both ends.
Yeah, it is.
Queensland's dropped, though.
There's not much defence.
No.
Brody with the ball now. The left-handed throw goes down the line, blocked forward by Joe Hogg, and blocked out. Ball now dropped back in. Hogg with the ball once more. Going down the line into the chest there of Brody Smith. Brody Smith now winds up into that gap. Oh, just almost had Brendan beaten. The chasing done by Joe Hogg. Lays the ball back to Brendan Young. Brendan in the centre now. Bouncing ball. But it's going straight. Should be easily picked up by Aiden. Lays it off to Brody. Brody puts the ball down out of court. Apart from that, it was a good throw.
Yeah, it was just out.
So, Joe Hogg with the ball now. Goes across court. So, Fitzpatrick out? No, Brody out. So we've got Brody Smith out. Great effort by Brody. And coming in is number 1, which would be Jessica Clark. Well, Jess Clark's known to have a few words on court as well, isn't she? Yes.
New South Wales likes to talk.
Yeah, well, nobody listens to him at home, so they've got to do it while they're away.
They've got to do it on the goalball court.
Yep.
I must admit it's been fun having Sue-Ann on with all her talking on our court.
Yeah.
Because I like to
do you want to try flying with her? So Aiden in the centre, Jess on the right wing and Fitzpatrick on the left, into the centre. Aiden does the chasing, lays the ball off to Fitzpatrick. Calls him right, he goes left, hooks the ball across, off Brendan Young, but the ball's going to run out over the sideline. So 2.5 to go in the second half of this game between the youth between Queensland and New South Wales. I think actually I'd remember that. And the current score is 15-8 or 16-8. 15-8, I think.
I couldn't tell you.
It's either 15 or 16. We'll know if there's another goal. It's hard to determine the two. And for people who are interested, we can't actually get a shot of the scoreboard and the court in as well. As you may be aware, I'm just using a and net cam, but hopefully you're getting good coverage. Bouncing ball by Fitzpatrick, almost a long ball. Legs come down and clamp down on it by Joe Hogg. So substitution. So
Nathan out.
So Nathan out, and that would be 8 that's coming in. So that would be certainly somebody else called Grace West.
Yeah.
So with 1:56 to go, who's your prediction, Tash?
New South Wales.
Say it with some passion, Tash.
They're definitely going to do it. I don't think they could get 7 or 8 goals
No,
in the next minute.
Look, it's tough ask, but they hung in there for a while, and seriously, these boys and girls expected to win, and and rightfully so. And I think this is their last game for the day. Well, they've got one more actually. This is only their first game, I think. Today.
This is New South Wales' last game.
Is it?
Yeah.
Did they play earlier?
There's 2 junior games this afternoon.
Oh, 2 more junior games.
Yeah.
And that's it.
That it is.
So we've got the junior game would be between WA and
Victoria.
Victoria, yes.
And then the last junior game is New South Wales versus Queensland.
Okay. And just to let everybody know that we may very well be moving that game forward to start a little bit earlier. Obviously, otherwise it's a longer, and there's a high ball thrown by Fitzpatrick.
Right at the end.
So let's have a look and see how we go here with, of course, young Sean Fitzpatrick facing Brendan. Young Brendan goes across to his right, hooks it back, almost a high ball, and blocked and in. Got body to it, but flicked it into his own corner, which is the right wing down this end. So the score is now 9-16. And so there's 1:08 to go. And goes down the line and into the back of the net. That's almost a nothing throw, wasn't it?
That fractured, that just kind of rolled over Grace's feet.
Yeah, so... Okay, now it's 16-9, so I do apologise. Almost a high ball there. Straight through the gap again, so 16-10. The coach won't be happy with this at all. So, Coach Elborn on his feet. So but it's going to be a result to the good of New South Wales. And look, if you're Murray, you'd be happy with the win, but that's about all you'd be happy with.
Yeah.
I don't think they've let in too many goals and they've run too many penalties. Cross-court ball there by Fitzpatrick. Into the back of the net through Grace and Brendan Young. Well, you can understand Brendan getting tired, Tash. We've watched him in this game and he's basically covered wing to wing the entire game. So, unfortunately, he doesn't have the cattle, for want of a better term, on the wings that he'd like to have. However, they've certainly done well, considering it's a team of, I think, 5 or 6 here for New South Wales. I think they've only got the 1 sub up in Queensland, so I think they've got 4. So it's a good effort, but this will be pretty much the last roll of the dice, and that will be full time. So at full time, we have Queensland 10 going down to New South Wales 17. Now, what time is our next game, Tash? Can you have a look there?
It is at 3:10.
3:10, so it's now...
There's a break at 2:30.
So it's now, what time is it now, 2:14?
Yeah.
So there you go. So we're running well ahead of schedule. So what we will do is we'll actually take a break, although Mr. Cristani's come back across here. And what we'll do is I think we might move up and go off the... we might move forward and go to the... And joining me, as usual, for this game here, the Hairy Wombat himself.
Hairy's back.
You back?
No one just...
I saw you call a 10-second penalty in that last game too, mate.
No, I didn't.
There was a
I wanted to.
There was a 10-second penalty called.
It wasn't me.
Oh, wasn't it?
No, it was the opposite side.
Ah.
I had the ducky.
Oh, you had the ducky.
I had the ducky.
Oh, there you
go. you would have heard some girl calling out 10 seconds. I did have to time the timeout twice
Oh, okay, yes.
Yeah, so that was my claim to fame in that game.
Okay. Now, I can tell you for Western Australia, this time we've got Ali, Maroon, and Darren starting, Alana on the bench. And at the other end, we have 3 players for Victoria, but I can't quite pick up their numbers at this stage.
Glad we got 3, so let me have a look here.
Yeah.
Okay, so, yeah, we've got the knee in front there, but that's either Tan or Tien. No, we've actually got 4 players on court.
Okay, you've got, it looks like 3 on the left wing up there.
Okay. So that's Callum is going to be on.
Yep.
He's sitting around the middle at the moment.
So, and just to let our listeners know that we are actually bringing the next game forward. That will start at 4 p.m. Through coaches' agreement, an agreement of the officials. So I think it's a smart move rather than having another 50-odd minute break. Robin.
Okay. Callum with the ball first. Looks like Tien and Tan.
Okay, well, there you go.
Callum with the ball. He goes from centre and he goes straight back down the centre. Cleaned up by Murren. Murren bringing it out to the wing here for Darren. I'm assuming they're all in the same place. He goes slightly across court, picked up by Tien in the
Darren,
middle.
Murren and Ali.
And Tien's gone, and now Tien's gone out towards that A side, but it's out.
You know, the other thing about this bench being so high, you actually can't sit down.
Ah, well, we're strong, exuberant.
Ball's almost gone through there.
Alicia threw one across the court, and that's that interesting style, defensive style that Callum has.
Yeah.
Let's see his throw. He's gone into that AB corner, taken there by Murren. Murren again out to Alicia. Alicia throwing it from the 1. As you look at the court, aiming it towards the 7 or the 6. This could be 10 seconds.
It could
It's
be.
interesting. I thought they were going to do the 10 seconds from the release of the ball.
Now, I'd actually be querying this if I was Tash. I know if it happened to me, I certainly would be, because it's from the release of the hand.
That's what I thought they did. No, maybe. Who knows? Well, it's still pretty late.
Bloody hell.
Turn your phone off, Buddha.
Yeah.
Okay. 3:03. This game got off a little early. Okay, it is going to be a 10-second penalty. It looks like we've got Alicia defending it out. Callum's got the ball on the other side. Or is it Tien? Tien's thrown it out. It was Callum. Callum threw it straight out. Still 0-0. Very early on in the game. 8 minutes gone. 8:06 to go. Sorry, not 8 minutes gone. 8:06 to go. Darren with the ball. It's just been dropped in. Darren needs to come over and get it. Oh, it's a timeout called by Western Australia.
Buddha and he's broke the golden rule, didn't I?
Certainly did, Buddha.
Yes.
Not only that, you accepted the call.
Yeah, well.
Next time, just hang up.
That was my wife.
I'd still hang up. She's not listening to the program, is she?
No, she's not. No, not yet.
No, that's good.
But I will call her back after here.
We've still got 8:06, I think, at the go. Might even be a straight 8 at the minute. We lost 6 seconds there. So, timeout call because it was going to be a 10-second penalty.
No, it's actually 8:50.
Is it?
8:50, yep.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, I think you could be right.
So they're going to throw the ball straight away. And you know what? I'd probably throw the ball now.
And he is.
Yeah.
Well coached, Buddha.
Yep. So it's yep.
So it's gone out to Callum's wing.
Yep. So Callum with the ball now.
Callum throwing from C as we look at the court, or 7.
Yep. Callum with the ball now. Still in his corner. The play's being called. Comes in now.
Okay, he's gone towards that 2 gap. Saved and taken there by Murren. Murren now throwing from about 4 and going straight back at 4. Past Tien, past Tan, and into the goal.
What a shame. Intention was right, but so WA 1 leading Victoria 0. It's Tien, is it, or Tan on that side?
That's Tien.
Tien.
Or is it? It was Tien.
It was Tien?
Yep.
I'll take your word for it. So, anyway.
No one knows, Buddha. It's all right.
No, that's it. Ali with the ball now for WA. That unique throwing style goes across court. And referee just got him on the right time, but picked up by Campbell, sent back to the up. Tan sent back centre. Next ball sent back straight into the centre once more. Is that Tan in the centre?
No, it's Tien.
Tien. Centre, a high ball.
I'm pretty sure it's Tien, but I'm just going to check for you.
So it might be Tan on the...
No, it is. It's number 7, so it's Tien.
Okay, we've got one on the court. Who's one for you?
Oh, that's Caleb.
Caleb, of course. So we've got Caleb.
Caleb, Tien, and Callum.
There we go. And it's going to be Tien to defend.
Goes back towards the centre. Tien's right there. Oh, yes, gets it on the second bounce. Didn't really do the dive properly.
No.
Was going to get the fracture and go in, but he's put the hand out and he's picked it up.
It's going to whistle.
Okay. Tien, I think, looks like he's giving it to Callum.
Yep, Callum with the ball now on the left wing. Right hand throw goes across court. Ball bounces off Darren and out. Ball dropped in now. Darren picks it up. As Darren goes across court, it's heading towards the C post, or 7, and pushed out by Callum. And Tash was saying that Darren could be a much better thrower, but he tries to throw like Stefan. Next ball into the centre. Picked up by Murren. Murren with the ball now. Sends the ball back again, aiming for that C post. Callum's hands come out and pick the ball up. Callum now in the A corner. Throwing back, but straight in towards the centre. The ball is fractured forward off Murren. Passes across to Darren. Darren now on the left wing. Straight across and out. And,
any more to the right, he would have got his centre.
Well, that's right. Yeah, very, very.
Okay, it's going to get dropped in at C. Or at 7. Callum with the ball. Callum Saunders. He's coming across court. It's too far across for us. It's gone out at about the front of the court. Darren now to pick it up in the C. And he's going across court towards back to Callum Saunders. Callum is there. Gets that ball reasonably cleanly. Deflects a little bit away, but he comes back at it. Here he comes again. This is going to be a high ball.
Yep, almost landed before halfway.
Yeah, he actually got that one right. He actually got that one right back on court, but yeah.
Yeah, that's it. So, but well out.
Callum's got the weakest person straight on his line, and he's not taking her out. Okay, Darren now with the ball. Darren's going to throw it from C effectively.
Now this will be interesting. If you keep on, he's got to keep it on court.
He's gone towards it again.
Callum dives and he's
overdived
it.
He's gone too far.
He's overdived it. He was there in plenty of time, but just thought it was going further away than it was. So score is 2-0 in favour of WA. There's Callum with the ball once again. This time sends it straight down at 4. It's up and it's over into the back of the net goal. So nice way to reply. So it scores 2-1 now. And interesting story.
About 5:50 to go.
Yeah, with Alana on the bench. So Ali with the ball now on the right wing.
Oh, that's a premature throw if I ever saw one.
It is. Now,
no call by the referee here.
No call by the ref, but they have sent the ball back for some reason. And I don't know the reason for that.
No, neither do I.
It's a bit strange. I think there's an official time, as it is, it's Grant who was checking Callum's blindfold.
And now they're taking the
ball back off.
Now they're taking the ball away.
Yep, which is the right way to do it. It was a premature throw. Okay. Callum with the ball. In the A corner it is.
C, it is?
Well, he's in the A corner as he's throwing when he's throwing across towards C.
Yeah.
But as we're looking at it, it's the C corner.
Correct.
So
that's the hard bit to call, isn't it?
It is.
Okay, Caleb this time. He's up on the line here. In A as you're looking at the court. He throws it out at about the halfway line.
So just to let listeners know, generally it's A, B and C, and we'll call it from the same end from both. So if it's A to A,
it's a cross-court
ball.
Okay. That's Alicia. She's gone down the line with her throws, looking towards C. Saved by Callum. The ball was just trickling down. Callum going back to the post again. He's coming across court. That's going to be deflected out by Darren. Probably would have gone out even if he didn't touch it.
Yep.
But he's not to know that.
Darren with the ball now. Moves in around about a metre. Goes for the cross court, aiming for the BC area. There's a bit of a scramble there between...
Tan got that. Tien got that.
Tien
throwing it from the middle. There's a deflection, but I think no, picked up by Murren. And Murren's gone from B straight to B, so from 4 straight to 4. Picked up by the feet there of Tien. Tien's decided to take the ball again, and this time throws it straight back at Murren. Murren, is she going to have another crack? No, she's giving it out to her brother Darren. Darren's going to throw from about the AB, or BC I should say. He's gone back towards the other BC, cleaned up by Tien. Tien passes this out to Callum. As I take a breath, Callum's setting himself up, goes back to the post. He's coming back across court on the narrow diagonal in that BC, beats Murren, but not Darren.
Darren with the ball now goes with a narrow cross court, aiming for the BC area. Tien gets across it, picks it up nicely, goes with a quick return, but again, straight into the centre. Murren's there, picks the ball up. Thought about taking the throw, then lays it off to Darren. Darren now with almost a push throw, but it's a big cross court ball aiming for the C. But Callum's there, picks the ball up now. Goes across right on his sideline. Comes in, goes with a narrow angle. This is a better angle.
There was a big deflection. There was a fracture, and so I turned it to the other side of the post there on that cross court. Again, the narrow diagonal sort of being successful for him.
Could have gone anywhere.
Darren throwing it from the C into that AB. This could be a chance. Callum, no, Callum has it. Callum does not have it.
Oh, so there you go. So very interesting. So we've got just over 2.5 minutes to go. The next ball down the line, and
not down the line. Cross court.
Cross court. I only saw it coming down the line there at the end. So substitution. So Alana's coming on, and she impressed me with her.
Alana is coming on, and I think it is Alicia coming straight across.
It is. She's coming off. So good. She's got an interesting style when she throws, hasn't she?
Alana.
Alicia.
Yep.
Yeah, it's very
Walks
interesting.
right up to the high ball line
and then stops. Yeah. So, but
the whole idea of momentum out the window.
Out the window. That's right. Now I can see a dramatic change if Alana can get the accuracy right, because she impressed me the way she threw in that first game.
She just kept throwing across court and out, didn't she?
Yeah.
So here's her first throw. As she throws it from the C, she's gone in towards a slight cross court. It's a narrow diagonal. There's a deflection by Tien, but around the post. Caleb with the ball now. Ninehouse, or Ninehouse as he likes to be called, throws it into that BC part from his A. Cleaned up by Murren. Passes over to her brother Darren. Darren's going to throw it from C, and he's going to go right across court, so it's out at about the high ball line.
So hang on, what's his
dropped in at C? Who?
Caleb's?
Ninehouse.
Ninehouse.
Yeah. So you and I made sure I found out what it was.
Yeah,
Callum's gone down the line. This is going to be in.
Another goal.
Callum's finally learnt that the space for him is in
down
that
the
AB.
line. That's right.
He's finally learnt.
Yep. So the score is now
2-3.
3-2 or 2-3.
Yeah. 1:36 on the clock. Alana throwing it from A. Or 1 or 2. She goes across court again against that narrow diagonal, cleaned up, missed by Tien, but cleaned up by Caleb. Caleb now going back across court straight at Alana, except the fact that he misses her and throws it out at about the high ball, about the front of the court.
And at half time, I'll actually leave you, Rob, because I've got to go and take my toss.
And again, Alana with the narrow diagonal, picked up at around about that AB by Caleb, and Caleb again throws this ball out.
Yeah, throws it well out too.
Alana again. This time she goes even further out. This could be right towards the post. Caleb has it though. Picked it up at around about the AB again. Now this time he's walked across the court towards the centre and then thrown it out even further.
Yeah, it's gone well and truly out. What's that almost in there? What was it, out before the high ball line? Alana now goes with the cross court.
Again, same spot, into that AB. Picked up by Caleb again. Caleb again. This time he's thrown it from about the middle, or is he going to pass it?
From the middle?
This time he's gone from the middle and he's thrown it into that BC gap, cleaned up by Murren. Murren has gone well forward of the court line, throws it into that AB corner.
And
Callum was coming across to get it. Now this could be interesting, because Callum hasn't gone back to his spot yet. Darren has gone across court where Callum wasn't, but Callum's recovered and gone back
And
there.
goal,
No, he hasn't.
great ball.
He still let it go.
Right on
Right on the buzzer.
So the score is 4-2. I'll leave you with Robert and be back with you shortly.
3 minutes of banter by myself. Good. Okay. So we've got a scoreline of 4-2 at half-time, thanks to that goal right then. And Callum, it was unusual because Callum walked across to get the ball from Caleb and then took his time getting back. Now, I thought he was back there, but he still allowed the ball to pass. So he made it back there, just wasn't quite there. It's a close game, 4-2. These junior games, they're actually going quite well. The score's quite reasonable at this point, thanks to the rolling clock and the slightly reduced time. An official score from Court 1 in the men's competition, West Australia 7, Victoria 5. West Australia 7, Victoria 5. Doesn't quite put Victoria at the bottom of the table, but certainly Queensland, West Australia was probably not where we were looking at the thing. Getting another text from Robin as we speak. So let's see what I've got here. Here we go. Save your number. So yes, confirmed. And in the women's competition, we have Queensland women 10 and New South Wales women 5. That is the score. Queensland 10, New South Wales women 5. And I can confirm that 7-5 score. West Australia 7 defeated Victoria 5. So that's an update on those scores. It's quite a high score in the women's game across the other side. We've got a women's score across from Robin Stevenson. Queensland women 10, New South Wales women 5.
10-5, is that a full-time score?
That is, well, I believe it's a full-time story. Well, it's got def, as in defeated.
Oh, well, there you go.
So you don't defeat people when the game's not over.
Yeah, I wonder if those 5 goals were coaching penalties. Illegal coaching. Not that I don't trust Troy, but...
Well, no, they scored 10. So you think 5 of them were coaching penalties?
Yes.
You say, yeah.
No, didn't you say it was Queensland 10?
Queensland 10, yes.
Yes.
So 5 when they won by 5. Sorry.
Yeah, and I'd say that those 5 were on coaching penalties.
Could well be.
And it's congratulations.
Meanwhile, back on the important court, we've got a 4-2 scoreline to West Australia over Victoria.
And you're on the Disability Sports Network, showcasing the ability in disability. Proudly brought to you by the PA people. Coming to you live from Ipswich, the 7th most intelligent city in the world, they tell us. So,
if you believe the mayor.
Yes. And the interesting thing is, their points have dropped an awful lot since we've arrived.
I was going to say, I think now they're about the 750th.
Yes, that's about
most
it.
intelligent city in the world, thanks to us coming in.
Now I can let you know that the next game will be kicking off at 4 o'clock between New South Wales and Queensland Juniors.
So no break, no music. Sorry for those of you who want to hear the music.
No, there will be some music.
Will there?
Yeah, because it's not kicking off till 4 o'clock.
Oh, okay.
And what time is it now?
No. Time for a break.
20 past 3.
Yeah.
So
3:18.
And New South Wales won the toss and have elected to receive and will be at the commentary end of the court, which is the one closest or to the right of screen.
Meanwhile, in action, Murrin has the ball now as it's been dropped in. She's decided to throw it straight out. No, she's gone in towards that A corner picked up there by Caleb. We believe there's been no substitutions at half-time because the referees didn't call it.
No, that's it. So.
Get rid of it, Caleb.
Oh dear, that's a very
massive
long high ball.
And just to show how long that high ball was, he threw that from about the 1.5 metre line and still managed to get it over the...
Yeah, that's a good effort. I'd be proud of that.
Yeah, you'd be proud of that.
Yeah,
it was actually Callum. They've swapped sides. Yeah. Caleb is over here.
Okay, well there you go.
I don't know where Caleb's going. Here's the interesting part about Callum.
Yeah.
He thinks he's in the middle. He's not quite there. Taken by Alana. I think she might have got this one out. But Callum's got it
across her and blocked it.
For all the interesting setup, he still got it right.
And there was some interesting setup.
Certainly was. Okay. Still 9 minutes to go in this game. Callum again. He's gone
a better ball.
Nice flat ball across court, throwing it into that AB corner, cleaned up by Alana.
Cross court ball from Alana.
No, she's gone towards the middle.
Yeah. Oh,
Taken by Tien.
I'm using my mental powers and trying to predict
Tien's thrown a high
another
ball.
high ball. So the score is currently 4-2 in favour of Western Australia. And now, they're going to give the ball to Alana again?
No, it's coming out to Darren here.
To Darren.
Being dropped out on Darren's side.
Okay, well, there you go.
Darren to take it at about BC. Goes back towards the centre. And saved.
And blocked.
Well, 3 penalties to West Australia at the moment. They haven't taken advantage of any of them.
That's it. So...
Okay. Tien, centre to centre with that throw. Threw it from about B, straight back at Murren in B. Murren now going to throw this from centre. And she's decided to come this way a bit, but it's out. So throwing it out at about C. Caleb.
So Caleb coming off.
Caleb out, Tarn in.
So Tarn in. So we've got Tien and Tian. Now, are they brother and sister?
They are brother and sister.
Okay, and it's amazing because we've got, obviously, the Smiths. We've got...
The Thousand Smiths.
Yeah, the Thousand Smiths.
There's the Thousand Smiths.
We've
got the Coils.
The Coils.
Yeah.
Tarn and Tien. So there's a few family combinations here, isn't there?
Fitzy and Patches.
Yeah, Fitzy and Patches. That's it. So... I must admit, I did. Fitzy was all said. He said, "No, I'm going to go back and watch the men play." I said, "No, our game's staying on early." I said, "So you're staying and watching it?" "Oh, okay, you convinced me." So he will be around.
Okay, Tarn with the throw. No, Callum's come over this side and he's gone into that AB corner. Straight in, Callum. That's a great throw by Callum. Well done.
Reminds me of somebody else who used to throw pretty straight down the left-hand side once upon a time.
A long time ago, Buddha.
Yeah, who said I was referring to you? You just assumed. Next ball across court, picked up by Tien. Sends the ball back across. This is going to be a substitution. No, timeout Western Australia as Murren picks up. Is it Murren?
Murren in the middle.
Murren.
Yep.
I just want to make sure I got the combination right. And speaking of Patches, there he is. Young Sean, Rob wants to know why you didn't bring Patches down to support you today.
He stays looking over my bed.
He stays looking over your bed. Yes.
There's not a lot that can be said about that. Not without offending people, anyway. Buddha reaches for a glass of water. The tension is mounting, palpable. Okay, West Australia with the ball. Looks like Murren has it in the middle. Everyone else is lying down. Murren does throw it. Drops it down, straight at Tien in the middle, in the centre. Tien's decided he's going to return the favour. And he does. Throws it out towards that BC. Murren has to move over to pick it up. Passes it out to Darren, I think. Looks like. Yes, he has.
Darren, yep.
Darren's just going to throw it out to the bench area.
Yeah, his own bench area.
Yeah.
So not a lot of angle on that. Well, too much angle.
Too much angle. Okay.
Tarn
Callum coming across to get this again. He's coming across to get it, but Tarn's decided to take it. She's gone into that AB hole.
And almost got through.
Yeah, almost got through. That was a good throw. Picked up by Murren. Pass it over to Alana. Alana now in A. She's decided to go cross court, but not too far enough and not taken there by Tien. Tien gives it to Callum. Callum now, he's going to do it from BC. No, he's going to do it from A and goes into that AB corner. BC deflected and got it up. 4-4.
Over Darren.
4-4.
That was actually Murren. So
no, I think he got it in that hole between. I think you're right. He did get it over Darren, but on his feet side.
Yeah.
Murren didn't get across. Anyway, Darren's going in. He's tried to go across court, but he doesn't get there. Tien cleans it up. Tien decided to go back towards Darren into that C post. Darren might be there. He is. And he's picking it up again. He's going to throw it from C. Coming back across. Here it comes, Buddha.
Yep. Well, the goal judge beat me. Ball now dropped back in. Tien. Tarn with the ball. Comes in now. Goes across court. But almost straightens up into B. Picked up by Murren. Murren lays the ball off to Alana. Alana now. In the A corner. Goes across court. Aiming for the other A. Well, beat the centre player, but Callum was there to pick the ball up.
Let's see where Callum goes on this one. He's
Well,
going
could
out
be
to the
anyway.
post. Might have do it faster. That's a good
It's a
throw
nice
down,
ball
the
down
line.
the line.
Nice ball down the line.
And he's getting a lot of fracture. He's throwing very well.
Darren's there for that one. Darren's picking it up. He's going to throw from C. He's decided to go into that AB corner. 10's there.
It's a much better throw from Darren, though.
And he goes back towards that BC. Picked up now by Murren. She slides across just slightly. She's going to throw from B and go out towards the A side. And it's between the AB.
Yep.
Callum went out to the post. 10 didn't go there at all.
And the ball
5-4
where they should have been. So we're Callum with the ball now on the right wing.
Still plenty of time in this one, Buddha. You
There
go.
is, yeah. There's almost 6 minutes to go. It's Callum's next ball, throw straight out, line out. The ball will be dropped in at the C post. Darren has the ball now for WA comes in. Goes across court. This is a better looking cross court ball. But picked up by Tan. Tan now, standing throw. Again, aiming for the AB area, but too much B on that one there. Picked up by Murren in the centre. Murren goes with a quick throw back, but that's heading straight for us. And well out, just after the halfway line. Ball dropped back in now. Picked up by Tan. Tan going for the narrow angle between the AB and, well, Murren's got it. Lays
It was
the
a
ball
little
off
bit
to-
closer, but Murren got to that one.
Lays the ball off now to Alana. Alana now. That's right. It's a narrow angle ball on this one. You're aiming for the AB gap. It's got through 10, and Tan had it, played it back to 10. He threw from the centre, but threw it straight down the centre, picked up by Murren. Murren with the ball now. Ball with a little bit of skip, aiming for the A post. And
Ball went through Tan, but she got the hand back there and picked it up from the post. Now she's gone down the line. This might go out. It has gone out. Probably around about the front of the court. Dropped in at A for Alana at this stage. So Alana now about to throw the ball. And she does. She goes across court again. That's a staple ball. Callum blocking that off, but not actually getting control, having to go forward and pick it up.'s gone out towards his post, throwing it from about BC. Goes the cross court. This is going to be close. It's not.
Just
out.
Just wide. He's just pushing it just a little bit wide.
He's certainly making them go into the extremities, though. So Alana again, throwing from A. She's coming across court again. And this one's going to go around about the B, picked up by 10. 10 is going to go the quick return, and he does. Thinks about where he's throwing it, gets into that BC gap, taken by the legs of Murren. Murren's going to take this one herself. And she's coming back towards A, towards Tan. It is stopped by Tan. Just getting the hands of 10. Tan goes down the line. Now, this is going to be interesting. Alana is there.
That's a great ball, but Alana was there at the end, so.
Take it away, Buddha.
Alana with the ball now, goes across court. A narrower angle, but still between the BC. This time Callum's there, picks the ball up. Goes across to, well, about a metre in. Flicks the tape on the way back down. But into the BC area and, well, would have headed out, but Darren got across there and picked up. He's thrown the ball, but that's going to go out very, very early.
He loves us.
Occasion. Yeah, he does. That's for sure. And the goal judge looking resplendent in their lime green shirts.
You can't miss them, can you?
No, not at all. Tan with the ball now.
That's Callum coming across.
Oh, Callum, it was too.
And it might be a goal. It's a fracture.
No, picked up by
But
Alana
it's just gone
across
the
the back.
line. Yep. Bit of help there from Murren as well. Alana taking the ball. She's come back down the line on Tian here, who gets the ball right on the line. Now she's going to throw this one out or on the post. It is out.
Out early.
Probably missing the post by about a foot. And it wasn't that far away, but
No.
it just kept hugging the line. Alana now again, throwing this one from A. Alana trying to go across court, but not getting it far enough. That's going to be taken by 10 at about BC. He decides to give it over to Callum. With Victoria down 1 goal.
Yeah, and with around about 2.5
Callum's got into
minutes
that
to go.
ABBC. It's over the top.
And the
It's
goal.
in there. Deflected up by Murren there.
So 5-all. And what have we got?
2 minutes, 2:15, 2:20.
Yeah, 2:20 to go, 2:17. There we go. So there you go. So, yeah,
Alana from A. Still plenty of time for a winner to be done. Alana's going across court here. Again, missed by 10, but that's okay because Callum is there to pick it up. He's going to into his post and he's gone again down that line again. It's in between Murren and Darren. Murren's coming across a long way to pick it up, but Darren got that one.
And
Darren's coming back to us
again.
Good work. Keep throwing it out, Darren.
Yeah.
That's the one little bit of parochialness coming out of me.
Oh, look, I have a lot of parochials. As you know.
Tan's gone this one down the line. Murren's come across a long way.
Gee whiz.
Alana.
This will be interesting. They're taking
Lana out,
Alana.
Alicia in.
That's an interesting move by Tash. I don't know
But to be fair, you wouldn't take Murren or Darren off, would you?
No.
So that's the only one that you can do.
Yeah.
Like, if you want to win it. Like, you're
Yeah.
not going to take Murren off because she's obviously the centre player, and I don't think anyone else has shown that they can play centre.
Well, this and now we get another really good look at the throwing styles of
the unique
of
throwing
Ali.
style
Yeah.
of Alicia.
Yeah, so, well,
Twinkle toes Alicia.
yeah, that's it.
What have we got there? 144 or 154?
134.
134.
Yeah. So, and all tied up at 5-all. So
And we've had a strategic swap here as well.
Yeah.
I think Callum's come over this side.
Yeah, he has indeed. So he's going to obviously target, you would think. Callum with the ball now on the left wing. Yeah, straight down that line, but pushes the ball
to the
well.
line.
So the ball now with
Timeout to West
timeout
Australia.
Western
1:16
Australia.
to go.
I'm going to call a timeout in the next game.
Oh, yeah?
With 5 seconds to go, or maybe even 3. Purely and simply because I can.
If you haven't done 4 already.
I won't have done 4 already. I actually did 2.
The only reason why you called timeouts in the last game is to keep yourself in the game.
Yeah, that's right.
Get us mentioning you.
No, there was actually a reason, and that was to offset tactical reasons.
Tactical reasons.
Tactical
Really?
reasons, yes. Yes.
Now I know you're. Now I know you're speaking rubbish.
It sounded good, didn't it?
It did sound.
It sounded like I knew what I was talking about. That's all that matters.
It's West Australia with the ball.
You're listening to the Disability Sports
At this
Network.
stage, we've got Alicia on this side. The ability and disability. The official program? No, we're not. Not today.
Not today.
Alicia's dropped the ball now. This is going very slowly, but it's out. Giving the ball back to Tarn. Tarn's come back to this side again.
I think Calamoni came across for the one throw.
Okay, Tarn's gone down the line on this. Murren's come across a long way, but I think Alicia's taken that
got
one.
it, yep. Lays the ball off to Murren in the centre. Murren sending the ball back down, but it's almost straight down to the centre. Picked up by Chen. Chen sending through. Going through the cross court.
Out to Darren. That was out to the line. Now Darren's got the ball here in C. Any throw he could win this, but not that one.
No, that's it. That's it. And we're down to just under 30 seconds to go. So as I said, it's a running clock
Get rid
in
of
this
it.
game.
You've got 10 seconds. Why are they saying get rid of it?
Yeah, I don't know. There's a nice ball to get through. No,
went into B and Murren didn't really dive. Now this is going to be interesting because she's come out towards Callum. Callum's going to get the ball and we can set this up.
Yeah, so
Callum now could probably the throw to win it. Yeah. He's gone into that AB corner. There's a chance.
And it's
Darren's
in the
gone
back
the
of
wrong
the
way.
net. And there you go. With that will be time. Well,
will the ball have time to come
4
down
seconds.
the other end?
The answer is no. So this will be a big win for Victoria. 6-1. And I say that in all the utmost respect.
It's made it. It
made it.
It made it down. But Tien's blocked that ball from B, and they've won the game with the second last throw of the day.
And that is good to see.
That's a wonderful result. Forget the fact it was Victoria. Just the fact that it was a really good game.
It was
right close.
Yep, it was, and it came right down to the wire.
Yeah,
and that's the way you like to see it played. You like to see that sort of style. You love to see that that happen. And you know what else you like to see, Rob? And we saw it then with the result of the game. All of a sudden, Tien in the centre. So overjoyed to win the game.
Look,
bouncing up and down.
He'll play goalball until the cows come home, mate. If he could play goalball for 4 days straight,
he would.
He'd have a crack at it.
Well, there you go.
I'll give you the tip.
Sensational.
Wonderful little kid. Well, that's a great result for Victoria.
It is.
And I think a fairly good result. I'd like to see a few more games like that. That's what we want to see.
Yeah, well, that's it. Well, from purely biased point of view, I don't want to see one like that the next game.
I'm happy to see a game like that.
I would actually like to see the game not go the distance. No, actually, no, I don't. Don't want to see that. I don't like seeing sides get mercied. Not at this level. But anyway, we'll see. So we might actually take a break for a roundabout.
Just a small break. We've got the time check
about 20
here
minutes.
at 30. Pussycat dolls. It's a bit rough on the pussy. We're just getting some updates from the other hall at the moment. We've got a 12-8 scoreline to Victoria with a minute to go. This game's starting though, so we've got New South Wales on one side and we've got Queensland over here. Thrown down by New South Wales. That's gone dribbled away, but no, been cleaned up. No, New South Wales are on this side. Sorry about that. Queensland threw that ball.
Emily's on the left wing.
Emily's on the left wing. So that's Emily now with the ball.
No, New South Wales are closest to us.
Oh, sorry, wrong Emily. So who's on the other side? Have you got the numbers there? That'll be Tobias in the middle. So Toby in the middle.
Yeah.
He's gone and thrown that ball down. That's cleaned up. Again, thrown out towards C for Emily to take the ball from here.
Kendra's up the line from her, so Kendra's in A for Queensland.
Yep.
With the ball now.